Senior, Aiden Setliff. Number 1, Partez Simon. Partez is a defensive back on the Trojan football team. He is being escorted by his mom, Bianca Simon, and dad, Dartez Simon. He plans on going to college to get his criminal justice degree or become an electrician. Senior, Partez Simon. Number 71, Connor Swallow. Connor is a left guard for the Trojans. He is being escorted tonight by Brent Swallow and Jessica Betts. Connor plans on enlisting in the Navy. Connor Swallow. Number 85, Tanner Townsend. Tanner is a tight end that's perfect football field. He is being escorted by his parents, Scott Townsend and Rose Johnson. Tanner plans on attending LSU to major in engineering. Senior, Tanner Townsend. Number 3, Darius Washington. Darius is a wide receiver for the Trojans. He is being escorted tonight by his parents, Lakeisha and Fred Washington. He plans on attending a 4-year college for mechanical engineering while also playing football. Senior, Darius Washington. And number 13, Colton Wilkins. Colton is a receiver for the Trojans. He is being escorted tonight by Emily Wilkins and Toby Wilkins. Colton plans to go to UL to major in biology and eventually go to dental school. Senior, Colton Wilkins. Thank you, athletes, for your service to Alexandria Senior High. At halftime, we will honor our cheer, dance, flagline band, and ROTC seniors.
Once again, if you do not have the credentials to be on the sideline, you do not have the credentials to be on the sideline, we ask you to get up in the stands, or you'll be asked to get in the stands.
Yeah, that was your 2025 class of seniors for your Alexandria Senior High Trojans, and we're going to go to break. You're watching ASH Football, Trojan Football on 446 Sports.
Hi, I'm Kimberly Harrell, Certified Residential Appraiser. I am currently a leading provider of appraisal services for mortgage lending, employee relocation, estate planning, and community property settlements. My experience in real estate over the past 13 years and currently serving as president of the Greater Central Louisiana Realtors Association has given me a clear understanding of the real estate world and the ever-changing market we live in today. For any of your valuation needs, give me, Kimberly Harrell, a call.
Our mobile banking app is changing the way we bank. Things are getting easier, transactions are getting safer, and you have access 24/7. All the functionality of banking you're used to, made easier to use, anywhere, anytime, and more secure than ever. Simple, seamless, safe. Download our mobile app today.
Welcome back. We are JL Butch Stoker Stadium here in Alexandria, Louisiana. A 446 Sports presentation of ASH Trojan Football. This is for the District 2 5A championship here. The Battle at the Butch, they're calling it. 9-0 Tigers of Neville out of Monroe make their way down to Alexandria, where we are to face the 9-0 Trojans. Both of these teams have went through District 2 5A, beating the usual suspects, Ruston and West Monroe and Washita and Pineville, along the way to this big matchup. Again, I am Doug Gann alongside of Nick Magnano. Nick, as much as we didn't want to look ahead and things like that, District Championship was certainly on the radar of this season. And take us through a little bit of how they got here.
Oh, Doug, it's just week 10. Right. Just another week. No, just a great matchup here. Like you talked about, we have the number 1 team in non-select versus the number 2 team in select. According to the power ratings, both teams are ranked in the top 5. This matchup is a number 5 matchup in the nation,
right?
According to one prep article. So exciting. But like you said, Neville had a very difficult non-district schedule. They went clear through it, and then had a little rough game against Ruston, but won that one at the very end, where Thomas Campbell had a phenomenal game. And beat West Monroe last week, overcoming some turnovers, and some bad weather conditions, and the Trojans. I mean, it's just been unbelievable. Destrehan, Opelousas, Manny, West Feliciana,
Union Parish,
Union Parish.
right.
And I don't think Union Parish has lost since then. I don't know if Opelousas
took care of Sterlington last
That's right.
night.
I don't know if Opelousas has lost. So this schedule is for both programs have been phenomenal.
You mentioned Opelousas, Coach Jimmy Zachary, and we will be down in Opelousas next week for their opening round playoff game as they try to defend their non-select Division II state title that they won. So we're excited to see all of that. Let's jump in. Abbreviated halftime or pregame because we had the senior night, but did not want to escape this without telling you Liistro Coffee and Waffle Bar. I'm telling you, they catered for us. And what did we have tonight, Nick?
We had jambalaya, chicken and sausage jambalaya. We had boudin balls. We had meatballs. We had corn mock shoe. We had jalapeno sweet cornbread, which that was a good mix.
It's sweet yet it's zesty.
Right.
There you have
and then brownies did not have the traditional. I call them Captain Crunch, but what are they?
Oh, they're French toast cookies is what they were. Yeah, but I like cinnamon toast. Yeah, no, that's it. Welcome to those watching around the state and around the nation. We are excited to have you in here. Crew making things happen for you tonight on our cameras. Jason Crooks, Roger Walker is there. Josh Gann will be sitting there and keeping you up to date on touchdowns and scores and clocks and all of that. And let me tell you this. I tried to do that a little bit Tuesday night in a basketball. You can have it. I can tell you that. That's a little more difficult than what I was accustomed to on there. Brett Stallsby pushing the buttons. My man Nick Magnano by my side. And I am Doug Gann bringing you all of the action tonight. Excited to be here. Look, 3 broadcast crews in the house, too. There's a number of those. But all of this happens in our Liistro Coffee and Waffle Bar countdown to coin toss. Those things that you mentioned, can you just go right in the restaurant and order them?
No.
No, you can't. That's under their catering division, and I'm telling you, if you need your event catered, give Liistro Coffee and Waffle Bar a call on there. Tell them that you want the French toast cookies that you heard so much about up in the press box. We have another thing to look at, too, Nick. That's our keys to the game. You are 9-0 on the season on our Restore Media Group. Keys to the game. You see it bringing up, that's that fancy little intro music they have and all of that. So the idea behind this, if you're new to what we do here, is Nick's going to give you 3 keys to the game, and that's going to tell you how Alexandria is going to win this game. Nick, take a look at key number 1.
Let me look up my keys to the game. It's been a while. I cannot read the caption.
It's Olivia Newton-John.
I know who
that is.
But I can't read the caption.
Well, there's no caption other than just telling you who it is. Why would she be up there?
Let me look here, man. You got me a little flustered here on this one.
You didn't even have your keys to the game? Look, and Olivia Newton-John will do that, too. She gets flustered.
No. I'm talking about you didn't give me a second to look at my keys to the game. But
oh, sorry. They're your keys. I didn't know you'd lose the keys.
Yeah, it's kind of a rough.
You said key number 1.
Yeah.
They needed to get physical.
Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, be physical 1 through 11.
You hear it in your head now, don't you?
Yeah. Well,
okay.
Neville, I will say this, and this is my opinion. This is not any coach's opinion, but
chalkboard coming. I see this.
They're not as big 1 to 11 as a Ruston or a West Monroe, but they are definitely as physical. They do a great job. The physicality on this team is just phenomenal. So on both sides of the ball. So yeah, we have to be physical. So get physical. And for the record, I got flustered because I didn't have my keys to the game pulled up. Not because of the picture.
Okay, so it was down to 2 pictures that were on there, and we went with this one. The other one was the little dude from Madagascar. You remember that song?
No, I don't.
I like to move it. Physically. Anyway, all right. So they got to be physical with the Tigers and Neville. Key number 2.
Yeah, on the defensive side.
What do they got to do?
Oh, yeah. All eyes on the quarterback.
That's right.
He passes the ball really well, but he's also a really good runner. He was actually a wide receiver last year for St. Fred's.
Okay.
The Ouachita Parish quarterback last week was the quarterback for St. Fred's, and he was the wide receiver. So,
well, who's on first? I don't know. Third base.
So just to confuse you, Robinson, who's their quarterback here, is a sophomore, so he's younger, kind of like our quarterbacks. But if everything's covered up, he will run, and he's kind of Joe Burrow-ish. He'll get 10 or 15 yards before you know it.
Gotcha. And key number 3.
Key number 3. It's week 10, the number 10. So
I made it real easy on you this time.
Yes. I mean, I heard BK Brian Kelly say this week, and it just kind of stuck with me. He talked about emotional flexibility. Okay. And that's where this team, that's why I thought about this team so much. They have been so just calm, cool, and collected throughout. So their emotions have not, gone real high, real low. They have stayed. The leadership on this team has been great. So we need that tonight. It's week 10. Yes, it's a big game. Yes, it's district, but at the end of the year,
it's just the next game.
It's number 10. And then the next time is going to be number 11.
So our Restore Media Group keys to the game told us you got to get physical with this Neville Tiger team. You got to keep all eyes on the quarterback. He will chunk it down the field, and he'll run around on there too. And then it's just week 10. Enjoy the moment. Enjoy where you're at. Senior night is here. Let the crowd cheer. Let everybody get worked up. Good crowd came in for Neville. 7:07 kickoff tonight. Kickoff got pushed back a little bit because of the senior night festivities. So 7:07 is when we'll start this. So we are 19 minutes or so away from the kicking this thing off. Going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll take a look at some stats and things like that to get us going. It is Neville. It is ASH. It is for the 2-5A District Championship, and you're watching it all unfold right here on 446 Sports.
Yeah, so what happened out there tonight?
We struck out at home with leftovers, then we remembered walk-ons.
What effect did the situation have?
Spirit soared. Nick took on a burger. Jen obliterated her ribeye po' boy. And speaking of spirits, Laura even scored a real tasty cocktail. She needed that.
Any lessons learned today?
Yeah. Head straight to walk-ons.
Scratch-made dishes, wall-to-wall TVs, craft beers, and cocktails. Walk-ons for the win.
This month, as we gather with the ones we love, let's take a moment to give thanks for the blessings in our lives. When it comes to protecting what matters most, trust those who care about your family as much as you do.
I'm Jason Hawk, your local Farm Bureau insurance agent. I'm here to help you protect what you hold dear.
Whether auto, home, or life, have peace of mind knowing that your family is covered today, tomorrow, and for years to come. So talk to Hawk at 318-791-HAWK or online at talktohawk.com and let us help you protect what matters most.
Are home problems turning your life upside down? Trust Southern Air Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing to save the day. From keeping you comfortable to plumbing repairs and even generators, we do it all. Southern Air Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing, your one-stop solution for AC, plumbing, and generators. If you need us to save the day for you, call Southern Air Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing or visit us online at southernairnow.com.
Sorry, we are back.
And we're back here, JL Butch Stoker Stadium on the campus of Alexandria Senior High. And it's been a lot of pomp, a whole lot of circumstance, and that's all getting ready to end. We're holding things on here. We will have some extended times out this evening as they happen. One of the broadcast crews are dictating the timing of those, and so we will we'll follow along with what they have going on. Neville coming out in all white, big black and gold letters. Thank you for that. Trojans will come out in all black, Nick. So uniforms ought to make it a little bit easy on us tonight.
Yes, sir. Excited about that as well.
JT Lindsey comes into this. You saw him on senior night, a little over 1,500 yards, 24 carries for the four-star recruit headed down to LSU. But it's not just the running of JT Lindsey. It's been the throwing of sophomore quarterback Carson Sellers. It's been the throwing and the legs of sophomore quarterback Max Gassett. It's been the receiving of Darius Washington, of Jimmy Duncan, of Alex Fontenot, of Tanner Townsend, and those guys out of the backfield too. Nick, what do you have to do to work this Trojan offense against a high-flying Neville defense?
You talking about how does Neville defend them, or are you talking about how do we
you attack that with those weapons against and what you've seen that Neville does on tape? What are you planning?
Yeah, I mean they're very quick, so so I'm going to say quick hitting stuff, quick runs. Obviously, they do attack, so probably a few screen plays. Probably some draw plays, but they're an attacking defense. Where, like I said, with West Monroe and with Ruston, they'll let their front four try to dictate what happens, and they will but I mean, they will come after you. And if they get you in a passing situation, they're going to blitz. They're going to bring 6 or 7. They're not going to just, from what I've seen on film, and I watched a couple of games, I watched their cavalry, their cavalry film, which, kind of runs an offense similar to ours, but like I said, don't think that, like I said, just because they're a little undersized and their roster size is a little bit smaller, because they just moved up to Division 5.
That's right,
Division 1, 5A, yeah.
Class 5A, yeah.
Right, but they're very aggressive. Like I said, they're very physical. But I like our group, Doug. I really like our group. I
had the opportunity to talk to JT Lindsey prior to today's game, sat and visited for a little while. And it was summed up in the middle part of what it is. I said, JT, y'all have looked at the defense. You've looked at the team. I said, what's the trick tonight? Give me the rock. I said, well, I know, but you're going to spread it out, a lot of things you're going to do. I said, what's the focus? He says, give me the rock. I was like, I was going to end this conversation because I see where the focus is at. He wants the football. And what we've seen out of it, there's been teams, and Coach Bachman talks about this in the practice. These teams that they're playing, I mean, they're early on maybe having some battles. They've got out fast in front of a couple of folks this year. But what are they doing at play 40 and 50 and 60? Where is that determination? And that's where JT has gotten stronger and stronger. We've seen him carry for a lot of his yards, Nick, in the second half on the bulk of his carries.
Yeah, and our 5 offensive linemen, when they wear on you, they lean on you for 30, 40, 50 plays. They start moving some people around. I will say this about Neville, reading some articles, especially the Ruston win.
Right.
Okay. And that they're playing with a chip on their shoulder.
Sure they are.
Because
they just moved into the neighborhood.
Right. That's right. They're the new guys on the block as far as this district. And, it's been a while, but I have a good friend of mine that's a Neville alum, and he talked about Watley, who's a TCU commit, the defensive end. Of course, if you guys aren't familiar, Thomas Campbell, number 18, the tight end.
Yes, he is the younger brother of Will. That's correct. And I think he plays with every bit of attitude and personality of someone that you would expect to continue his career. There is no doubt you'll be able to look around, and if they didn't have numbers, just look at the most spirited guy from that Neville Tiger offense. You go, oh, there he is.
Yeah, and you look at him, and then all of a sudden he's 20 yards down the field.
That's correct.
He's deceptively quick. He is a senior.
These two teams are very comparatively sound. I mean, because Ash will focus the tight end, and they'll sneak him down. They'll throw the ball around. They've got some big-time commits, and here come those ASH Trojans making their way down. Yeah, this is all black with the gold numbers, and Nick, strictly business as they make their way down the field. They're led out. These Trojans are. X is making his way up to the front. And you ask anybody who the vocal leader of this team is, and they'll tell you it's number 46, senior Xavier White.
Yeah, you wouldn't know it talking to him like this in person.
Not at all.
But when that uniform goes on, he steps in those white lines. It's a totally different person. Talking about Neville, also on their offense, you have Dumas, the wide receiver, number 2. He's very dangerous to watch. And then Jamarian Roberson, number 4, is very, very tough as well on Neville's offense.
And indeed, it is waiting for the Trojans to make their way out of the banner. We'll get the pregame again. Kickoff set for 7:07 in this one. So an extended Liistro coffee and waffle bar countdown to coin toss. Trojans getting ready to make their way out. And you'll see Xavier lead that group out of here, still waiting. Boy, Nick, I look around and I see the sides, and here come your ASH Trojans. Student section is here and in full force. Boy, the crowd is alive. Big shout out around the city of folks watching us. We know they've got it on over at Walk-Ons. Of course they do. They've got it on over at Trios out on Coliseum Boulevard. Of course they do. And they've got it on over at Eastside in the Circle, home of all of your game day goodies. Go check them out, Eastside in the Circle. Presentation of our colors is starting it out, so we're going to turn things over to the field and let you take that in. We'll have our prayer, we'll have our anthem, and we'll do all of that from the field.
Tonight's color guards have been presented by the Alexandria Senior High School Marine Corps Junior Reserve Officer Training Corps Color Guard. The color guard is commanded by Cadet Captain Christopher Allen, carrying the Marine Corps colors, and the second lieutenant, Sicarius Bowie. The left rifleman is Cadet Gunman Jacob Cootie, and the right rifleman is Cadet Staff Sergeant Peyton Ivy. At this time, will you please stand for tonight's invitation by Lena Lagrange, and followed by the national anthem.
Please bow your heads. Dear Lord, thank you for this day. Please watch over the family of Tarver Braddock, a former member of the Neville football team. Surround the entire Neville community with love and comfort as they mourn the loss of their son, brother, and friend. Encourage them to continue to spread Tarver's light, Lord. We thank you for the opportunity that we have to come together and honor you. We thank you for every player, referee, coach, and spectator here tonight. We ask for your protection over both teams as they play and over everyone in attendance. We also pray for protection over everyone as they travel home. It is in your name that we pray. Amen.
And there we have our national anthem. We have our prayer. Boy, Nick, the track is full of the support crew tonight. The stands are packed. There's not an empty seat in the stands on our side. There are a handful, but the support group has not made it up into the stands yet for Neville. But Nick, I'm telling you, how about a little last-minute weather update before we get things going? Is that rain already through, or has it made its way?
No, it looks like it's staying west of us for now, Doug. So hopefully we'll be able to avoid that and like I said, maybe have some rain overnight. But last radar I saw, and I'm checking it now as well. Doug, just one thing real quick. 2 honor captains there, Coach Dwayne Abina and Coach Joe Morrow are with ASH there. It's 74 degrees, Doug, and yeah, right now radar looks clear. Everything's northwest of us. There's some stuff down towards Leesville, but I think we're going to be okay unless something happens to pop up. It's not on the radar right now.
Also, Alexandria Senior High would also like.
And so our regular captains for tonight is that Jacoby that is out there. Darius is there. 23 is Crenshaw. And number 6, JT Lindsay. Across the way, Nick, what do you have?
I see a number 3, which could be Robert Graves the third, or could be Jorge Gutierrez. Looks like Robert Graves the third. And there's a camera. There's a reporter in the way for it says number 1. Might be number 1, Doug.
All right.
Would be Caleb Vaughn, most likely.
Still trying to hold things just a little bit to get that tip off for 7, or that kickoff for 7:07 on this one. Man, the noise in the stadium is just as loud, I think, as I've heard it. And we keep saying that each and every week. A lot of the kids last night on the show told us, look, they know when to cheer. They know when to blow the horn. They know when to do all of that.
Yeah, extra media credentials this week, handed out or asked for. Also, you have to have a badge to get on the track this week, which in times past hasn't been the case.
Well, what a night it is here. Beautiful night. You see the half moon is up in the sky towards Jackson Street. Still so many cars out in the parking lot. Folks trying to get their way in. As full as it is. Yeah, it's number 1 and it's number 3.
Yeah, Caleb Bonner and Robert Graves the third.
Tonight's coin toss will be done by Mr. Dwayne Abina.
You see at the top, it is our Wallace Eye Associates scoreboard. We'll keep you up with everything that is going on. You'll be able to keep up on other scores around our 446 Sports Network on the Saddlers Towing scrolling scoreboard. Yep, there is Urbina and Morrow, and we'll be joined by Morrow a little bit, Joe Morrow, and talk to him just a bit in this one. Oh, what a great shot that is.
The sea of purple and gold is what makes a night under the lights something awesome.
And then, of course, all the rest of our sponsors rotating up in the corner along there. We will have our Southern Air Cool Play of the Game. We will have our Security Sporting Goods Player of the Game. And our Express Pros, you had one job. Trojans have won the toss, and they will receive. Talked to Coach Bachman, and I said, and look, there's a joke in this somewhere where they asked the guy, I said, look, choice A is you get to spend the rest of your life. And they said, B. And so I asked him, I said, what do you do at the coin? He said, take the ball. So the talk has been that Neville defense and this Trojan offense, which one can take control? We're going to see with the ASH Trojan offense led by Carson Sellers. You'll see Max Gassett tonight, too. He's a tremendous change of pace at quarterback. At running back is going to be the senior and 4-star running back LSU commit JT Lindsay. At H-back and tight end will be Tanner Townsend. Trojans return team sees JT Lindsay come to the near side. And Darius Washington goes to the far side. Jimmy Duncan is out there. Is that Ray that's out there? And I see Hayden Burford, who, what a story he's been, Nick.
Yeah, Kirkland Bates. Kirkland Bates is right in the middle. No, that's right. That's 89. You're right. I'm sorry.
Bates is taller
than
Ray.
I'm sorry.
So, and then you've got a good hands team up front because you know that Neville, anything is going to happen. The Neville folks are fired up and rocking. The Trojan folks are returning the favor. It is week 10. Both of these teams ranked highly. Neville number 1 in non-select. The Trojans at 2 or 3, depending on when you look at it, in select. Both are 9-0. Both are in District 2 5A, and both looking for an undefeated season and an outright district championship. We are just a couple of moments away from kicking this off. Again, thank you from the crew that is with here. Nick Magnano by my side. I am Doug Gann, sitting back to get things going. Ladies and gentlemen, week 10 is underway. 48 minutes of football and the rest of your life to remember, Doug. Kick is away. It's high, and it's going back to Darius. Darius is going to get it at the 10-yard line. D-Dub at the 15. Cuts upfield. Now knocked down at the 25. Boy, he got around to the corner, and Neville just closed that down, and here we go.
Yeah, Stephon Simmons with the tackle there for Neville. And watch the speed of this defense, Doug. But like I said, I think we can match up with them really well.
Run through that offensive line for us real quick, Nick.
Offensive line, you have Peter Lofton, you have Jacoby Morris, Caleb Pearl, Connor Reed, and
Peter Lofton. Aiden Price. That's correct. So come out. You will send Jimmy and Darius to the far sideline. Tanner Townsend, dual tight ends are here. And it is a bunched in set. Sellers brings Townsend in motion. JT's going to get the toss to the right side. JT spins back to the inside and busts down for 9 yards on this one, and that's exactly what you want to do.
Yeah, they're off the right side behind Reed and Price. Yeah.
Second down and 1 for the Trojans as they go tempo. JT gets the rock and gets the first down. 4 yards on that one. It'll be a 13 for the game in this one on 2 carries. And they bring their big heavy set out. Nick, you got a couple of receivers stacked near this side who did not go off the field. A little bit of trickeration for the Trojans. Now they send JT out in motion. Sellers back to pass. Throws that jailbreak screen, but throws it behind Darius. And he had everybody so worried about this side, they go back the other way. And if he doesn't sell that one up, we have a good shot at it.
Yeah, it was a little different. They put JT in motion like you're talking about. Letzinger was in to start the game, and now he's off.
2 receivers to the near side now, 1 to the back, and they will bring JT in motion once again out of the backfield. They're going to try the screen the other way. Jimmy's got that one. Jimmy's got to get up the middle. Jimmy bangs around. First down. Trojans out to the 48-yard line.
Yeah, 11-yard screen there from Carson to Sellers for his first completion of the game, and
these Trojans run so well after catch. We have seen them do that. Second first down of the game. Trojans off and rolling. Have it first down and 10 out near midfield. Sellers calls for the ball. JT gets it from the handoff. He's coming around the right end. He's got Pearl out, pulling for him. Gets to the corner before he's driven out of bounds. But that's another Trojan first down inside Neville territory to the 41-yard line. They'll mark it. And Trojan tempo continues here at Butch Stoker Stadium. The Battle of the Butch is underway tonight. Butch Stoker Stadium, the setting for this one, named after longtime great J.L. Butch Stoker.
11 yards there for JT on that first down. Oh.
Flag is going to go, and that is going to be, we'll see, going to be against the Trojans. And what did they line up off sides, that look like?
Yeah, I think Jimmy might have been right on the line of scrimmage. Vaughn's in now, Doug.
Vaughn Darvon stands in, ready to go. Ouachita strikes first at Pineville, missed the 2-point conversion. They're up 6-0. First down and 15. First time the Trojans have been behind the sticks. Neville showing pressure. Darvon's got it off the right side. He gets to the corner on a great seal block. There goes Vaughn, putting his head down, banging inside the 35-yard line.
11-yard gain, well, 12 yards to give him inside there. 12-yard gain there for Vaughn off the right side behind Price and Reed with Caleb Pearl pulling. So great work by that offensive line. Good patience there by Vaughn.
First time we've seen Alex Fontenot. He lines up at the hash mark nearest to where we're at. Sellers had Darvon and JT in the backfield with him. Handoff comes to the near side. Or is that?
That's Jimmy.
That's Jimmy that's back there. And Jimmy gets maybe a couple of yards. That's going to bring up third down and 3.
I want you guys to remember the name Julian Burns. Juju Burns.
Juju Burns is the dude.
Yeah, number 2 safety for Neville. Very good defensive back.
Letzinger back in the game, but only momentarily as the Trojans go big heavy and not the quicker offense. 20 seconds on the play clock, so no issues there. We're going to be joined in the second drive by one of the legends around this area, Coach Joe Morrow. Saw him down there at the coin toss. We'll bring him in at the second drive
Yeah, he brought in luck for the coin toss. So.
Toss to the near side to JT. JT slicing through inside the 30 for another Trojan first down. And what did JT say before the game?
Give me the rock.
Give me the rock.
3 yard right there. Needed 2, got 3. Good work there by Jimmy off this left side behind Morris and Lofton.
First down at 10, go your Trojans. Townsend off the right side, H-back. Handoff directly up the middle is JT. Bangs around, and they'll give him 4 yards on that one. 9 minutes to go, so a 3-minute drive being established here by the Trojans. And again, 2 guys in the backfield. Play action this time. Going back the other side, the wheel route out of the backfield to Jimmy. Jimmy to the 5. You've got it. Here it is for the Trojan. It was hung up there. Boy. We're going to get run out the whole place. There's just the internet issue tonight is getting us on here. Trojans do a wheel right out of the backfield to Jimmy Duncan for the touchdown there. Mesh on to add the PAT out of the hold of Sellers. Snap back. Kick is up, and it is good. Trojans lead this one 7-0. We're going to stay right here, and we're going to bring our buddy Coach Joe Morrow into this. But Coach, welcome to the broadcast. Hang on, Brett's going to turn you on in just a second. Should be on there. Can you hear us, Coach?
I can.
Okay, there you go. Well, what do you think about it? Out on the field tonight for the coin toss, up here now, and what a great start.
Oh, fantastic. Their offense is just, unbelievable. I mean, they're in a league by themselves. I've never seen a better offense in Central Louisiana in all the years I've been watching football in this area.
It has been, and a big shout out to Nick Magnano, who reached out to you and got you up here. I was wondering when you was going to come up. I hear from you all the time. You're watching it at home. It's great to have you up here.
I love watching y'all, and y'all do such a great job. And one of the best games I ever saw was when Nick played at Bolton High School. He's a very modest person, but he's
not. No, he's not.
He had a fantastic career at Bolton High School back in the day with Coach Parmalee and them. So.
Yep.
But there's a lot of firsts can happen tonight. I want to say this is the first time that we may have ever beaten Neville. They've only played about
they're 6-2. Neville's got the lead in this one, but that's been a long time ago. And the bulk of those games were way before I was covering it. It's been a long time.
I was here the first years of the school, and they were just as good back then as they are now.
Look, and the step up from 4A to 5A this year, they've not missed a beat.
No, sir.
Eli Fung is set to kick this one off. Neville has 6 guys up front and one kind of floating around in there. They are watching the onside kick because anybody that's seen any tape all year long know that onside kick can happen at any time. But Eli puts a foot into this. That looks like it may make it to the end zone, and it does. That should have been an automatic touchback unless they're saying that the ball, Nick, didn't make the end zone.
Yeah, I guess so. I guess it's not where his feet are at. It's where the ball's at. So that was Caleb Vaughn on the return, but couldn't have gotten any closer to that.
Right. So, Coach, we talked about a lot of things. You were around ASH for a long time, a lot of state championships there through track and different things like that. Seeing the crowd that's back here, what do you make of that?
This may be, if not the biggest, one of the biggest crowds ever in the history of the school.
And they're still coming in.
And they're still coming in. I mean, it's such a great night for it. And Coach Bachman and his staff have just done an unbelievable job. They really have.
Neville set up same type of an offense that the Trojans go. There's going to be a play action. The throw is off to the side. Got to come up and make a tackle, and they do now in the backfield. That's a loss there.
Yeah, Jayton Terry there with the tackle.
Parker Robinson, we talked about him earlier in this game. Nick, number 15, you'll see him out there, can do just about anything he wants to. Neville will go a little bit of tempo with Coach Collins. They don't mind mixing things up at all. Snap is back, handoff right up the middle, and that's where the test is going to be. There's that Trojan interior line. You see Cortez Simon getting up. X is there, and now it's a big third down.
Yeah, Jackson was there as well. Townsend on there, so good work there by by our defense to make it third and 8, Doug.
3rd down and 8. Robinson's got his crew up there. He's barking out some signals. A little difficult in here because it is loud. Trojans trying to get a stop. Robinson rolling out. He's got a man, but overshoots him, and the Trojans come up strong right away. Coach, you've seen the crowd. I don't know if you've watched them down. This crowd, one of the things with a big crowd, too, you see it at homecoming, you see it on different nights. They know how to cheer and when to cheer. This crowd is just, they're growing as well as the team is.
They are. I think the more, you have such a quality program, they get to where they understand it. And they are. It's just like LSU baseball.
Right.
Their fans have always been given that kind of credit, and you do see that with these fans.
Snap is back, nearly blocked, but does get it away, turns the punt over, and D-Dub under it at the 50-yard line. Down the side he goes, 40, now cuts back inside the 30, and the Trojans will start deep in Neville territory for their second drive.
Yep, no flags on the field, so great work there by you Trojans.
You wanted to come out and start fast. Coach, they did it against Ouachita. They did it against Pineville. They've done it in big games like that. Getting ahead, it's difficult, these teams, to come back. And I know you've talked with Coach Bogman a lot. Man, he feels the vibe of this team.
Absolutely. I mean, they're on a roll, and they're not afraid, Doug, to play anybody. And that's what I say is a game changer at ASH compared to in the past, is that they will play anybody, anywhere, anytime. And Coach Bogman is not an excuse maker. He takes full credit. When they have a...
Sellers has it. Toss to the near side. JT. High stepping, gets his way down to the 23-yard line. And, Coach, I'll end up, you keep talking, I'm going to cut you off when the play starts.
I was just saying that when they played for the state championship,
back in 20.
And they lost that game in a heartbreaker.
Yep.
Coach Botman took all the blame, and it was amazing to me.
And that trickles down to the alumni and the kids, too. 2nd down and 6. Handoff goes up the middle. JT just looks for contact and gets it. Nick, tell me one thing. There's a little bit of a secondary line of scrimmage being set up by that offensive line of the Trojans.
Yeah, their offensive line's come out and done really well. Most of their tackles are coming from the 2nd and 3rd level, which is what we like to see if you're an ASH fan right now.
3rd down and short for the Trojans, make it 2. Handoff once again goes up the middle, and anybody I think can call this one. Handoff JT, 1st down JT, and the Trojans are off and running. But look, when Von Darbon said, and that's what the Trojans have been able to do, they rotate that running back and bring Von Darbon in, and just
you don't lose a step.
You don't lose a step at all.
They're so quick, and the line is just so cohesive.
Duncan and D-Dub to the near side. Handoff once again goes to JT, just pushing behind his blocker. And look at the block that's on there by Caleb Pearl, another one of the seniors here at Alexandria, just giving the will to it.
Yeah, 7-yard carry there. And you don't see many centers pulling, and he's one of the best at it.
And JT's hanging on behind him. They flip things over. Now Duncan and Darius will go to the far side. JT's still in there. We'll check how many carries he has. 6:05 to go into first. He's going to add one to it. And it's a good thing he got tripped up there. He might have got hit pretty hard.
Yeah, that was Graves, the safety, number 3. Good work there by that young man for actual loss of 3 yards. Not many negatives in the column for JT.
How many times has he carried the ball tonight, Nick?
That's his 10th carry.
10th carry in 6 minutes of this one. 5:46, a little over 6 gone in the first in what is just a humid but beautiful night here. Trojans taking a little bit of time off the clock. They want to make sure the play that they get is right, give their guys a chance to rest just a little bit. Look like they're tightening that formation up just a bit. They'll bring Duncan and Darius inside. So 3 wide receivers when you add Fontenot to the bunch. Now a 4th as JT goes in motion to the right side. Carson looking this side, turns around. Fontenot's got it. Down inside the 1-yard line. Turns around his body to make that catch.
Yeah, 11-yard reception there. Boy, Carson threw it, expected him to turn, and he did. What a good relationship they have.
A lot of reps right there.
Yep.
1st down and goal from inside the 2-yard line. They mark Alex out inside the 2. Snap is back, handoff up the middle. He's met right at the line of scrimmage as JT.
Yeah, that's big. That's big Watley, Brody Watley, the TCU commit, and we've been talking about how that offensive line's pushed him around. Well, he got a little revenge on that one.
He pushed back. In fact, he did. Trojans again bunched in. You got a lone receiver split to the far side as Washington. Handoff goes up the middle again. And JT Lindsey touchdown. Touchdown Trojans. Trojans are looking good here, and I think we got a shot to look at it one more time, courtesy of BU Designs. Coach, look at it on the instant replay and watch what we've been talking about of this offensive line, how they just pushed. JT had got stopped in the backfield, was not going to be denied this time. Carson makes a couple of signals and barks it out in the handoff. And look at that offensive line, Coach, get that push.
Doug, the one thing that I like that you're talking about, Nick knows this too, man, it all starts on the line.
Absolutely, it does.
Offense and defense, and man, these guys are just blowing them off the ball. And, you know, if you don't have them, it doesn't matter how good your skill people are.
Mesh adds the second PAT. Let's throw it down to commercial here, Brett, and take care of some of the people that take care of us. You're watching the ASH Trojans jump out to a 14-0 lead. It's a battle of undefeateds and a battle for the 2-5 championship right here on 446 Sports. We're back here live at J.O. Butch Stoker Stadium, and Neville, we'll get a shot the next time around. So they got the red hat. I told you about that, and that's one of our buddies. We got him out on the field. His job, he said, was to wear a red hat, stand on the field, and get paid. I was like, maybe we need that job.
I tried to take it, Doug, but you wouldn't let me.
Heck no.
So JT's 12 carries for 45 yards and 1 touchdown.
Wow.
Other touchdown was the pass to Jimmy Duncan. And the Trojans offense, Coach, has started as fast as they have in any of the games.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, they came out on a mission, I think,
Yeah.
And their focus to this point is unbelievable.
Indeed, it is. Eli Fung set to put a foot into this one. It does off to the right side. Again, returnable, slipping around. Boy, that may come back to play a little bit later off to the far side. And that was Jamarian Robertson that had that one. Got to update our friends over there. I haven't done that. I'm slacking. Nick, what do you have this offensive Neville? What do they got to come out and do?
Well, I would like for them to do the same thing they just did, to be honest. But no, I will say this. I know it's 14-0, but they still have to establish the run. I mean, they still have to run the ball some. You know, we would like for them to feel like, get one-dimensional, but they're not going to panic. They're not going to panic.
Trojans have 2 touchdowns. Neville has 3 plays. Handoff goes right up the middle, and that defensive line of the Trojans continues to do work. Look, I'm going to tell you, they're going to give them 5 out of that, too, and continuing to grind it, but I don't mind. You're down 14, and I know they could strike quick, but they're not getting out of their offense at all.
Yeah, Elijah Nelson, Xavier White on that, and like you said, 5 yards.
Once again, up the middle, bouncing off of the offensive line, and that's good work. Coach, we talked about in the show last night, the offense and the defense, how they go against each other and bang around. Offensive, defensive lines get better off each other.
Best against best.
That's right.
That's all about.
Well, you hear that an awful lot. 3rd down and 5, another opportunity for the Trojans to get off the field. Got to come up and tackle. And they do. Big time work in the backfield.
Cortez Simon.
Cortez Simon.
You can tell that they've been well prepared, well scouted. They've done a great job of scouting, Neville, because they're on everything. That may change, but right now they're on everything.
Film is what's being is what's happening here. There's the punt, and it's going to be end over end and short. D-Dub gets out of the way, and the Trojans will have it out around the 33-yard line. And X was down on this end. I don't know if there was a little extracurricular going on over there.
Yeah, Henry High, fullback number 40. So they're becoming friends. They're getting to know each other a little bit. But
the echo of the whistle. Indeed. Coach, 2 drives for both teams. It's 14 points for the Trojans and 6 plays for Neville in this one. If you go out here and get another big touchdown, well, you get the momentum.
You really do. You're going to put them in a bind, and they're going to have to probably get out of their game plan, talking about Neville, and maybe do some things they're not accustomed to doing, which is what you'd like to see.
Trojans averaging around 49 points a game, 48 and whatever I forgot my algebra, but a little less than 49. Snap is back and the toss goes to the far side.
Yeah, and we knew that JT was going to have to earn every yard, and he doesn't mind doing the work, so that's good 2-yard gain there for your Trojans on the first down.
Less than a minute left at Pineville. It's 12-0 Ouachita in that ball game. Here it is 14-0. Trojans lead this one. 2nd down and 8. Handoff goes right. No, it's back. Sellers escaping things. Going to have to square his body up and does. Throws this one. It's complete to Jimmy Duncan midfield and more. Spun around and down at the 48-yard line. Another first down. One thing we've seen with Carson Sellers, Coach, is his ability to evade pressure. 0 sacks on the season that he's taken.
I've watched him play, and I tell you, he just has that it factor about him that you can't coach.
Indeed, he has. Special. He throws this one again. It's a fun and a good job of blocking out on the edge. Give that non-interception to Jimmy Duncan because they were flying on it.
Right.
Yeah, Jimmy comes out with that block and it allows Alex to make the reception. Boy, this sophomore class is just so solid, Coach.
Absolutely.
2nd down and 7. They gave him 3 on there. A little bit of a jump when he gets to the line and maybe picks up a yard. This is going to be the longest 3rd down that the Trojans will face in this one.
Sellers' daddy, Kyle, was an athlete here at ASH when I was principal, and was a very good athlete in his own right.
They took their tent down. They were up right outside the press box here, got here early and put a tent up. All the tents are gone except those of the broadcast crews that are here. 3rd down and 6 from the 44-yard line of Neville. Sellers brings Duncan in motion, rolling that way. Now he looks back this side into JT, but the legs taken out from under him, and that'll bring 4th down. And boy, I thought if you got any yards there, maybe you go for it. I think you kick it away here.
Yeah, -4 there on the reception, unfortunately for JT. Fortunately, he gets up.
Now, keep an eye out, too, because Carson will kick the ball from here, too. He'll pooch kick it with nobody back, and he does just that. Trying to get that ball to check up and not get into the end zone. It'll bounce around, and that's just about as well as you can draw a play up is right there.
Good call, Doug.
Well,
you've been doing your scouting, man.
Been around them a number of years, Coach, and have seen what they do. And if they don't lose the yardage on that play, they probably go for it on 4th down and about 2 or 3.
Yeah.
But when you get further, you know they're not going to bring anybody back looking for a fake and let Carson, who works on that as much as anybody does. And that's the Trojans' first punch in 4 weeks.
Wow.
Yeah, Doug.
Unbelievable.
With the way our defense is playing, I mean, the numbers in your favor now to back them up and let your defense go after them.
Indeed, it is. Parker Robinson back in the shotgun for Neville. Snap is back. He's looking to the near side. Now switch his shoulder. He's being pressured. He's going to go down for a sack.
Wow. Impressive.
In the backfield and a penalty flag. What are they going to come in and
came in late?
Flag down.
Yeah, we had one come in late.
Oh, I mean, it was way late if it was anything.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't think he came. I mean, he came in more late on him. Yeah. So Elijah Nelson with the tackle there, and then
that'll be 15 yards when they mark this off, and that'll get him out of a hole all the way to the 27-yard line is where that one should go. And that erases that big punt. You're still in their territory, but dadgum, you were deep.
I hate to see them, and you had them for a loss.
Well, yeah, you'd even got back further. And so that's 2 penalties tonight for the Trojans. First down, clock rolls under a minute here. You see that on our Wallace Eye Associates scoreboard at the top. Doug Gann, Nick Magnano, and Coach Joe Morrow joins us in the press box. Great to have him up here.
It's a pleasure to be with you guys.
Nearly picked off and running. That's going to be a big one. Trojans going to have to come up and tackle Nick, and that's that seam that we talked about.
Yeah, Caleb Vaughn there with the with the catch from Robinson there and brought down by Griffin at the end.
What a game of momentum. Trojans off and rolling. They get a big punt penalty, late hit penalty, and now quickly Neville going over the top. He's going on Jay Frazier. Jay says, I don't think so. Good coverage. Jay was our player of the week a couple of weeks ago, Coach, and we've seen that young man make some pretty big plays.
I mean, he was with him step for step.
Had 2 defensive touchdowns in his first 2 seasons. Doesn't have one this year. Had a scoop and score in the playoffs 2 years ago and had a pick 6 just last year. Down under where 20 clock stops there. We'll see. Boy, the Trojans making it hard to hear things if you are a Neville Tiger. Snap is back. Going to step up a little bit. Here comes pressure once again. Ball is on the ground. And Neville will fall on it, but good pressure there.
Yeah, Carrot Gaines there with the sack and the fumble.
You know, other than that one play, the defense is playing really well. They really are.
We'll see if Neville tries to get another one off. No, they don't do it. That's the end of one. We will be back in 60 seconds or whenever the Redhead says we can. You're watching ASH Trojan Football. This is for the District 2 5A state title on 446 Sports.
At Wallace Eye Associates, right now is the best time to have your cataracts removed. A new year means a new deductible. So if you're just not seeing as well as you used to, schedule your cataract evaluation today. It's fully covered by all medical insurances, including Medicare. You never need a referral at Wallace Eye Associates, and our method of next-generation cataract care is the most affordable in the state. There's only one team, one focus, your vision. Wallace Eye Associates.
Wherever you are, you're there for a reason. You shouldn't have to make a trip to the branch to deposit a check. Skip the trip and use our mobile app to easily and securely deposit checks right from your phone, day or night, wherever you are or whatever you're doing. Download our mobile app today.
And we are back. Yeah, somewhere along here, it's pretty loud. I don't know which one it is, but okay, then then it's just loud in here without a doubt. Another big third down play here. The Trojans have been successful on a couple of stops. The Danny Red Hat won't get off the field, so we're
hey Doug, look for them to go for Campbell, Thomas Campbell on something on this side, a little drag route or
Thomas Campbell, the tight end, number 18, the emotional leader of this Neville Tiger team. And getting set to get things going. Neville taking us all the way down to 12 and 10. So under 10 seconds on the play clock, but they're staring right at it. Trojans showing pressure. They fake the toss, going over the top and down the field.
Oh, wow.
Catches that on the 1 yard line. What a diving over the shoulder, over the top catch.
Yeah, Trendon Dumas there. We talked about him.
Boy, the throw on that, the touch on that pass from Parker Robinson.
Yeah.
These two are going to be battling for a long time. The three of them between Sellers and Robinson and Gassett. It's going to be a battle. Handoff is there up the middle, and Neville's in for a touchdown. 87-yard drive, helped out in part by that big penalty early on, and then that big pass from Robinson.
Yeah, 2 big plays.
Yeah.
Yeah, number 9 there, Jaylon Nichols with the touchdown. But, sometimes you just have to tip your hat whenever a young man makes a catch like Dumas made.
Look, no, without a doubt.
It's the only place, the quarterback put it the only place he could catch it.
Neville lines up with their customary swinging gate style of PAT. Close things up and back for the PAT they go. So they strike 18 seconds into the second period. They get there first, and that kick is up, and it is good. We'll hold it right here. You've seen momentum go back and forth. The Trojans had a lot of it to start with, Coach, and And Neville comes back like Neville does, being the number 1 ranked team in the state, according to Power Rankings, 9-0, 20 consecutive conference or district wins. Now, not all of them have been in 2-5-8,
Right.
but this program's not going away.
No, both teams are not 9-0 for
That's exactly
no reason.
right.
I mean, they're both powerhouses, and they're gonna trade punches with each other, and you wouldn't expect anything less.
No,
you really wouldn't.
To quote the great Rocky Balboa, it's not how hard you get, or how you get knocked down is how you get back up, or something like that. I was asleep most of that movie, but
so Doug,
look, we're gonna be all right.
We have Tioga 14-6 last update over Franklin Parish. We have Menard and Fort Berry tied 7-7.
Both of those teams needing wins to get into the playoffs. Tioga and Menard both.
Yeah, Menard probably is going to hold, but it would be a guarantee if they win. And then Washita Parish over Pineville 12-0.
And we've seen Washita go for 2. They scored 12 against the Trojans last week after the Trojans had 35 in that one. Set to kick this one off. Hands team up front. JT and Darius. That one comes back to the near side to Darius. Gets it at the 3-yard line. Careful of blocking the back. Good thing the guy turned around. And Darius spins his way. I never would have thought that would end up out to the 23-yard line.
Pretty impressive little run.
Yeah. Stephon Simmons seems to be a really good special teams player for them. 14 with the tackle on Darius.
Looks like a helmet's on Max Gassett. And this is not any, so if you're new to this is pretty normal. Trojans, they don't rotate quarterbacks, but they have change of pace when they bring Max Gassett in. Max Gassett, another one of the sophomores, can throw the ball if you're not looking, but can tuck it and run as well. First down and 10 from the 22 officially is where they mark it. 11:34 to go. Handoff comes to the near side. JT, good blocking down the field.
Just something to remember, the quarterback keeping on that would have been wide open. Just something to kind of hold.
See, we had one. Now we're seeing if the call is there. He's getting into the flow. I like this.
That's what I'm talking about.
I like this.
Carry there, and boy, they're getting a little late with each other.
Yeah, they are. Handoff comes again to the near side. That's JT. Spins around. This crew, a very good crew out of this area here in Alexandria.
Jaden Reed, the safety on that tackle, and for no gain for JT.
We never call the names of the officials, but certainly get a report as we look around, see who's out there, and this is a great crew. Third down and a long 5, maybe 6. Gassett will pull it this time, finds Fontenot on the flare out. Fontenot with a shifty little move. He's got a lot of room down the sideline to the 45-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds to the 40. So, Coach, you talked about keeping it pulling around there.
That's what they did.
Had pressure right on him, though, and was able to dump it off.
And the back made a heck of a play.
Yep.
Heck of a move.
First down and 10 from the 41-yard line, and a flag on the play. The Trojans false start. Penalty number 3, and I don't believe there's been one against the Tigers tonight, Nick. Is that right?
Yeah, and according to my records, no, it's just been the 3 against us.
And you can believe that drives Coach Botman crazy. Head coaches in general.
Absolutely, it does.
Do they call it hold your water anymore, Coach? I know that's what they used to tell us.
Right.
JT to the near side. JT now gives a little shuffle and gets back to the inside. He's going to pick up the penalty yardage +2, 7-yard carry for JT. Make it second down and 8 out to the Trojan 43-yard line. Gassett once again to JT. No, that's Vaughn that's got it. Vaughn and the Trojans will be facing another third down here. And that Neville defense seems to be just creeping up a little bit more.
Yeah, they're not as aggressive as they were the first 2 series, Doug. They're more gap sound and being a little more reactionary than they were. They were trying to bring it to us the first 2 series.
Fontenot and Duncan to the far side. Darius to the near side. Gassett calls for the ball.
On the field.
Play action. Going over the middle to Townsend.
Wow.
Townsend with the big first down the seam. And the Trojans never ever throw to the tight end. Coach, that's just what a penalty flag came in at the end of the field, at the end of that play, too.
That was a 19-yard pitch and catch from Max to Townsend.
They're calling the illegal participation is what it is.
Yeah, I was going to say, they still had sorry, I was talking over you. They still had a number 99. Their defensive lineman was still on the field.
And that was why you saw that penalty flag come in at the end of the play. It wasn't there. It was there early on in the play. It just happened to be where the play ended up. But a great job going to Townsend out of the tight end. And that's one thing we talked about. You'll see from 18 and Thomas Campbell from Neville, but the Trojans have done it well for a lot of years. Darbon goes in motion. Gassett alone in the backfield, calls for it. He's getting pressured. Screen is set up. It's complete there. Got to turn around as D-Dub. D-Dub in the clear. 30. Now 20. He's got a seam. 20. 10. Touchdown. 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 Darius Washington. Touchdown Trojans. Let's check it out one more time. This is Max Gassett, who just feels the pressure. And you can see when that big defensive unit comes in on your screen, courtesy of BU Designs. Watch them press through and the offense releases. Boy, that defensive lineman almost turned around and got it, but almost will get you in a lot of trouble here.
You know, their skilled people for ASH are so shifty and have speed in addition to their quickness.
Snap is back. That kick is up. We'll leave it. Let's take a break real quick, 30 seconds, and we'll be back. You're watching ASH Trojan Football on 446 Sports.
Hi, I'm Kimberly Harrell, Certified Residential Appraiser. I am currently a leading provider of appraisal services for mortgage lending, employee relocation, estate planning, and community property settlements. My experience in real estate over the past 13 years and currently serving as president of the Greater Central Louisiana Realtors Association has given me a clear understanding of the real estate world and the ever-changing market we live in today. For any of your valuation needs, give me, Kimberly Harrell, a call.
Then the team's trade turnovers there. Here, 7:45 to go until halftime. Handoff comes to the near side. Good pressure by that Trojan defensive line.
Defense.
And just getting in the backfield again, led by Xavier and Cortez Simon. Doing some work in there. That's Grayson Thibodeau.
Yeah, Jaden Lewis, they all met with the running back there. So good work there. Loss of 2 yards after that first down.
Still haven't seen Thomas Campbell. He's in the game, but we've not heard from him. Looks like he's in there blocking and holding off that defensive pressure. He is off to the right side of the line as we look at it as the quarterback. Play action there. Down the middle it goes. Good coverage, but what a catch again. Out for another first down.
Now, you can't have better coverage than that, Doug.
No,
I mean, he
absolutely not.
Great catch, great pass. That's Dumas again.
Look, when you go back and look at these, look at the catches that are being made by these receivers. Handoff goes straight up the middle, churning around, and got to get him down, but it's back-to-back first downs.
Griffin with a tackle there. I don't know if it's me, of course. It's hard to hear up here, but, of course, he's going off the field now. But looks like to me 9's moving a little early. But now he's limping, actually. But so he's replaced by number 0, which is Lemons.
Lemons we've seen do big work himself. Slow developing there. Oh, there's a good little stop route. E.J. Scott would be proud of that one. Complete, and Cortez was going down the field again with him. Good thing he was able to stop and break that route off.
Jayton Terry on this corner here.
Yeah, Jayton able to get that.
And Dumas is limping as well, too.
Toss goes to the far side. That is your man 0 that's in there. And brought down.
Yeah, that's Xavier White.
Again, Neville making their way down the field. And, Coach, this is that tempo-type offense that we've seen out of the Trojans. You had a chance to make it a 3-score game, and Neville's right back trying to make it 1. It's just back and forth in this one. Stutter stepping on his own. J. Lou's going to get the tackle. He's in there with Elijah Nelson.
Well, you just hope you can manage to stop. You know, I know they're picking up chunk plays and everything, but just takes one play, you know, a turnover or stop and hold them to a field goal maybe.
Yep.
Reason why both these teams are 9-0, guys.
We've heard that a bundle tonight.
Yeah.
21-7, Trojans lead this one. 5.5 to go until halftime. Handoff goes up the middle, and there's going to be a flag that is thrown. And Penalties along with those plays, Coach, will do it too.
That was right. That was Grayson Thibodeau on the tackle. See what happened.
Sorting things out. It's got to be on the offense on this one where it came from. And there, yeah, they'll back this one up.
Wonder if they lined up all sides or something.
Well, the hold is from the spot, so it may have been down the field where they saw the hold a little bit and backed it up. It's what they're resetting the clock to get it straight, holding the guys up until they do so. Don't forget, if you're looking for your game day eats, check out East Side in the traffic circle. All of your game day goodies, needs, you got it. It's East Side. Snap is back. Toss to the near side was bobbled, but reeled in good shifty running. That young man is just a runner, Nick, and that is Lemons again.
Yeah,
we had people on him in the backfield.
Yeah, that was. I
just did a great
I think
job.
that was a hold. I think they missed a hold on Fartez.
Handoff goes up the middle. They're not missing anything on this one.
Time.
Yeah, X marks the spot on that one. Xavier White. You see him go up and make the X. Indeed, it is.
Thibodeau coming off, Doug, and Ethan Richard replacing him.
We saw Richard get some good time. I don't know that that Thibodeau would have come off unless he was a little banged up.
Yeah, he's holding his arm.
Washita opening things up on Pineville. It's 32-0 in that one over across the river. You can keep up with everything on our Saddler's Towing scrolling scoreboard. High snap back to Robinson. He throws it in front of two people to Campbell, and Campbell's going to be brought down at the line of scrimmage. First time we've seen him go to Campbell, and swallowed up, to say the least.
You know, they put enough pressure on the quarterback and then had the receiver well covered. So that was just good all around.
You
defense.
think they've not prepared for Campbell? They had two guys on him the tight end, and you never have two guys on the tight end.
Well, I'll tell you what. Jay left his receiver early. Yeah. See if Neville's coaches
little pump fake. See if they picked that up.
See if they didn't
Fourth
see that.
Down. Trojan fans on their feet, trying to avoid a hard count here. 11, 10, and 9 on the play clock. 3:57 to go. Don't know if they're going to wind it down and take a timeout, and it looks like they will. Timeout on the field. And so they were out there, Coach, trying to draw off the Trojans, and they didn't jump on that hard count.
Great discipline on that.
So when have you seen this type of atmosphere out here? I mean, this is just, it's a lot of fun.
It absolutely is. It's like a carnival out here. People are just enjoying themselves, you know, eating burgers.
No funnel cakes. That's the only thing.
Just having a good time. I mean, there's nothing like Friday night football. You know, I coached track and cross country for years, but I would tell people all the time that there was nothing like being a coach on that sideline on a Friday night high school football.
And
Nick can tell you that.
And when week 10 means what it means, man, this is just this is really good. Both of these teams come in 9-0. This is for a 2-5A district championship and high seeding in the playoffs.
Right.
Trojans with a win here would get home field advantage throughout, we've got to believe.
This is probably going to be a play that Neville has not run before and saved it for a situation like this.
Just like this, so we'll follow along with it as well. Robinson back in the shotgun where he's been back the entire game. Calls for the ball, now back to pass. Good pressure, good coverage. Over the top of the fade. Got a man open. Bobbles it out of bounds and no good. And I'm going to tell you what, Robinson could not walk over there and hand it to him any better.
Hey, that's huge for Ash right there. It really is. You know, they got the turnover, you know, and didn't drop their heads. They came back and, you know, like I said just a minute ago, you know, there's still 20 yards to go, but anything can happen, and it did, you know.
Well, they'll talk about that on the show next week, about how our DBs got over there and wrestled it away and knocked him down instead of just the bobble and the drop on there. But you ought to come out to one of our shows on Thursday night.
I need to. I really do. Nick just hadn't invited me yet.
Don't come out this Thursday.
Wife, but not me.
Don't come out. She's there every week. She's a trooper.
I know.
Yeah, we won't be there this Thursday night as the Trojans will be off. Snap is back. That's Gasset in at quarterback. And he's back there with JT. And, boy, the Trojans survived a big one because we told you that Neville gets the ball coming out of the half, so they would have been able to maybe Belichick it a little bit, but the Trojans trying to get back in the lead, 2nd down and 5, or to extend that lead back, rather. JT getting to the near side. There's going to be a hold on Tanner, and it's going to come back. Wow. When you turn around and look and put your hands out, you know right away who they called it on.
Yeah, that wasn't even necessary on that play, really.
Yeah, Coach Bachman not happy about that at all. And there's going to be a hold that comes back. And
it would be great, just huge, if ASH could somehow get points before the half. It really would be.
Yeah. We've seen them score a couple of times in this much time, Nick.
Yeah, I was going to say we need a good 3-minute, 30-second, drive, and then of course JT busted, and I was about to say that's all right, but yeah.
Now another penalty has the Trojans deep behind the stick, 2nd down and 16. It looks. Gas it in there, quarterback with Darbone. He's got Jimmy to the far side out near the numbers. D-Dub is on this side. Tanner's the H-back. He lines up off to the right side as Max is looking at things. Run it down to 15 and 14. So the Trojans letting a little time tick off of the clock as well. Don't doubt that Neville may call a timeout if they get a stop right here. Snap is back, and it goes up the middle to Darbon. He is out past near the original line of scrimmage.
Yeah, going to give him 4 there, Doug.
2nd down or 3rd down, just along, but they didn't give him past the line on it. So it'll be 3rd down. And again, Trojans like to run that screen here, that little jailbreak screen as it is. They'll run JT out of the backfield. The wheel would be wide open to the top side of the field, too.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of thought going out to, Nick, that area near the sticks over there.
Yeah, Tanner's over there. You may even have JT kind of come out the backfield and go over there in a route.
Trojans will take a timeout. We'll leave it here. Coach, football aside, senior night out here, it's not just about the football players. It's about all the support teams and all of that. What's the importance of senior night?
Well, it's extremely important. I mean, how much fun would it be at a ball game if you didn't have the band, the cheerleaders, the ROTC
That's right.
and all that. I mean, I know as a player, I know Nick, and you can relate to that. It's just the excitement of what you draw from your crowd and your fans and all that makes high school football fun.
We talked to Coach Bachman. He said, we've got to get around all of the distractions. You do it at homecoming. Do it in big games like that, too. There's enough distraction. I mean, this was tabbed the number 5 game in the country this weekend.
Yeah.
And so you've got all of that noise that's going on. And you ask Coach, I said, hey, how do you keep the guys settled? He says, I don't think they look at it. And that mentality goes down to the players.
Yeah, the bigger your program, the more professional the program is. And I think that's how Coach treats this program as a college program.
Well, when he got here, if you'll remember, he said he wanted to change it from a team to a program.
Right.
And that makes a big difference.
Absolutely.
3rd down and behind the sticks, a little over 10 for the Trojans. They've got to get out to just inside the 28-yard line. There goes JT up to that far side, cuts upfield. Now they go the other way, going on the little comeback route, and that one is thrown errantly. And that'll be 4th down. And it may be the first time that we've seen Crenshaw out there, and he does come in. Boy, you got to be really careful here and get that punt away.
Yeah, and we're talking about 2 minutes, and they still have 2 timeouts, Doug. So,
well, anytime a series ends in a kick, it's not the worst thing in the world.
That's exactly right. Lemons is back to receive. He stands at the 45-yard line. Neville will get great. They look like they're coming after it. They got 10 men on and it's a high snap. Get it out of the end zone. That's going to be a safety that's on there, and it is snapped over the head of Crenshaw. And, Coach, the good and the bad about of not punting is you don't get game time situation to work on it.
Yeah.
Goodness gracious. So there'll be a free kick upcoming. 21-9 will be your score in this one. So we've got one of our friends watching this one. Coach Mike Burns is watching. He texts us, tell Joe Morrow High that he's the best track coach and principal to come out of Rapides Parish. and a class act. So, Coach, say hello to your good buddy, Mike Burns.
Mike and I coached together years ago at Bolton High School.
Right.
We were both pups and had a great time and have remained lifelong friends. And just look what he's done at LC through the years. I mean,
the legend celebrated his 500th win last season and just does tremendous work.
And his son is just a great administrator in the school system now. And I wouldn't be surprised one day if he's not ahead of
be a superintendent somewhere. Yeah, you're exactly right.
Yep.
So following the safety, it'll be a free kick for the Trojans. Got to be real careful out here because, again, we started talking about things, and Neville gets the 2 points there. They'll get the ball to start the second half, but they've also got an opportunity here to go in and get something.
The thing that's encouraging to me is that I'm not sure Neville can stop Ash. I think we've shot ourselves in the foot, and as long as we do what we're supposed to do, I don't think we're going to have an issue. We just got to stay off the penalties and, the mistakes that we make along the way.
Agreed. I agree completely.
Penalties have changed some things mightily for the Trojans. JT had it out here, and that turns into one that is snapped over the head. That one's going to be brought in at the 25-yard line. Trojans have to get that kick team down there and get something going, and they will. So all things said, getting them back to the 40-yard line isn't that bad.
No, we just got to hold them here, though.
Yeah, it looks like Vaughn on the tackle there.
This is a big series.
Yes, it is.
Eli looks like he's limping coming off the field, too.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
How many timeouts does Neville have left?
2.
Two?
Yeah.
Parker Robinson in that group set to come out. He's got 2 receivers to the near side, 1 to the top. Keep an eye on 18, Campbell, who is offset in the tight end spot.
Looks like Nichols is back in. He probably got his ankle wrapped. Number 9.
Boy, they are just loaded at running back as well. 12, 11, and 10, but the clock's not running. Snap is back. Play action. Looking to go on that stop route once again, and the ball's knocked out. That's just good coverage on the far side of the field. And Jay Frazier.
Yeah, good pass break up there on that stop route. Good work by Jay.
Coach, what was it? A few years ago, they celebrated the 50th anniversary of the football program here, and things have been off and rolling this year.
Yes, sir. They really have.
Now, Nick said you were here for the inaugural season. Is that right?
Yes.
Wow.
I played the first game in the history of ASH.
How about that?
Yep.
Snap is back. Robinson's got it. He's looking to throw the screen himself. Trojans come up and read it like a book. Got to get him on the ground. And dude, look at that big block come in at the end of that by J. Lou, finishing things off.
Yeah, a lot of things have changed since 69, 70, but I've kind of, have enjoyed the fact that I've been a part of it through the years and kept up with it and things. We just actually, I hate to say this age-wise, we just celebrated our 50th class reunion.
Goodness gracious.
Nothing wrong with that, Coach. Nothing wrong with that.
No, look, I want to be able to celebrate mine.
And our class was so close and still remains close.
This is going to be our 30 years from graduation, 95.
Rub it in.
Third down, play action. Here comes pressure off the end. Going down the middle, knocking it away, and intercepted. And that could be one of the greatest interceptions that I've seen. Oh, baby, what a big one from J. Lou. J. Lou goes down, and how about that one? Bobbles the ball around, goes up, makes the interception. Oh, baby, what a play. Let's look at it one more time.
And, guys, there's still a little time left.
I promise you they'll go for it. Our instant replay, Brett, is not working, so we'll or was that that wasn't. Was that the interception?
Yeah, it was.
Okay, all right, then never mind it is. Don't mind me. Did we see the bobble in the catch, or was it just post-play?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Very good.
That was impressive.
We had a hold, Doug, so it's going. I mean, it was post
possession, post interception. So that will change the way things go here. You'll try to bust a draw or a screen, but I've seen 2 of the best interceptions in this game that I think I've seen. The one down here, one from each squad, and then J. Lou, man coverage was so tight, goes up, knocks that up, tip drills it to himself.
They got to stop, and that was key. They still 2-score lead.
Yep. Carson Sellers in there, 2 receivers to the top. Some sort of a little screen here. I expect maybe you're going to try to bust something. Yeah. There goes JT, and JT Gets to the near side out of the 42-yard line. Clock will stop momentarily, and now you get in a position where you're going for business because you're used to running in this type of an offense.
Still have one timeout, Doug.
Everybody set, hand off again. This is how you run a 2-minute, give the ball to 6. Trojans take their final timeout. No, there's a flag that rests on the 45-yard line. So no timeout. There is a penalty flag. Boy, you'd take a face mask, wouldn't you? And there it is.
Wow.
That's big time there.
Doug, you got good eyes, man.
I just call them like I see them. Look, I wore my glasses. We're proudly sponsored by Wallace Eye Associates. Let me tell you, I go there. So you know Dr. Carney, I know.
Oh, yeah.
All right. So I go in there each year, and I get in there, and he says, and I said, I need to check on my prescription again. He says, well, Doug, at your age, like, I don't want to know about my age. Just write the prescription. No, they are wonderful, wonderful people,
Absolutely.
and we thank Wallace Eye Associates so much for bringing you the scoreboard in everything we do. Handoff right up the middle, but the play is stopped beforehand, and we'll see what they're talking about here. Penalty flag comes back. I don't see the flag.
Yeah.
They may be getting the clock adjusted is what they're doing. Yeah, they run it back up to 30 seconds.
Oh, okay.
Your 2-minute drill, you throw a lot of outs and fades and button hooks and such. We give the ball to 6. Oh, that interception from Jay Lou. Talk about a candidate for the Southern Air Cool play of the game. That turned things around. Play action there. Sellers looking over the top for D-Dub. Bobbling around, bouncing, and that one is not going to be caught. Boy, you got to be careful. This secondary for Neville is as good as there is at the state.
They really are. They're impressive.
Shaking up there. Juju
Burns he came across from the left hash and almost picked that one off. Looks like he's cramping.
Yeah, that's Juju that is down there, and he was grabbing that thigh that was there.
He might be your next Neville Tiger. Ends up being an LSU Tiger. I know he's only a junior, but they're definitely getting looks.
Yeah, and you know right away what the cramp is. And Coach, that humidity for November is just is terrible.
It is. I've never seen anything like it.
We had one cold spell earlier that I think, and I caught the grief for it. I'm the only one that wore a jacket. Nobody else did. They're all in shorts, but it got chilly. So, but again, I keep it warm in my house too. Had an electrician come by today, and I had to keep the air down for him because it was tough. It was either that or go up in the attic too. And I'm not, can't do that. So,
well, Nick and I help you a little bit on your utility bill there if you need to turn that air down a little
bit. He must be talking about another Nick. So.
Well, yeah, I tell you, I know we're getting ready to get to half, but you guys have done a great job through the years with this, and y'all's audience has grown, and I've enjoyed being with y'all this half, so it's been an honor and just a lot of fun. I really have enjoyed y'all.
It has. Look, if things don't keep going in the second half the way they are, you get your tail back up here. Because, Brett said he hadn't washed his socks all year, so that's not what he said he didn't wash, but we're not going there. Still a PG-rated broadcast. 21-9 in this one. Trojans looking to strike before the half. JT comes up from behind Carson. Carson looking over the top again. He's got this one to Jimmy. Jimmy stutter stepping, getting to the corner. He's got to get out of bounds. He doesn't. He's got to get in the end zone. Looking for the call. Oh, they're marking him out at the 3-yard line. 10 seconds remain on the clock. Trojans will hurry down. At the 5 is where they've got him. What a great run by Jimmy Duncan on that to get to the corner. Saw the sidelines, said, nah, we're going up there and getting here. Defense packs in right here, though. You got to be careful.
10 seconds.
No, do they have a stoppage? You got one timeout.
Timeout left, yes. So you got to either throw this one in the end zone or
they can run the football here. Now, they've used a little play that they like that'll find the tight end out of here, too. Sellers looking over now that offensive unit. As the clock's and if the Trojans have to get the timeout there, that's a tough one. That changes things. Now you got almost a quick slant into the end zone. You got to talk to you guys and say, look, who can we beat here? Who's got the best opportunity? All right, we did this one time last year, Coach. You're the offensive coordinator. Who you going to here on 1st and 10? You got to take a shot at the end zone. What's your play? Who you going to?
Man, you put me on the spot.
I'm gonna put Nick on the spot too.
Put Nick on the spot. I'd go with my best receivers. Who I'd go to.
That's a cop-out, Coach. Who's your best receiver? All right, we're going Washington, number 3. We're going Jimmy Duncan, number 2.
Well, to be honest with you, if it were me, I would do some kind of play action where you have your quarterback with the opportunity.
Little run pass option.
Exactly, to keep the ball if the receiver's not open.
You got Sellers on an RPO. Nick, what do you have?
I'd go with.
I'm going Fontenot.
I had Fontenot on the slot. I've got to change. Let me see what I'm going to do here. I'm cheating because I'm seeing them line up. They're not lining up on here. Let's see. I'm not calling it. Thibodeau comes out of there. Thibodeau's in the game. He's going to draw across, and they're going to throw it. They never throw to the tight ends, especially down around the goal line.
Would be his first reception of the year if that happened.
Certainly would. Grayson Thibodeau, I'm saying 84. Snap is back, play action like Coach called it. They're going the other side, going up to Tanner, the other tight end, not going to be there. 6 seconds remain. And, boy, this is hurting Bachman to have to think about a field goal right here.
Well, will a field goal help you?
It puts you up by 15, so you're still 2 scores, but you make them have to go for 2 at one of those points.
That's true.
And you cap off a drive here and get you some momentum. So that one took 4 seconds, and he play action. You got an opportunity for a quick slant right here, perhaps. Running the football is you're out of options of running the football here. Two receivers. Go ahead, Nick. I'm sorry.
Can't take a sack.
Not at all. JT switches sides. Carson calls for the ball. 1-2 stops. Goes over there. Inside slants to D-Dub. Touchdown, Darius Washington. Touchdown, Trojans. Let's look at it again, Brett, if we can. There you go. Brett's got it working again. All right, so saw him, and Coach called it last time, a little bit of a play action, and go to one of your best receivers, and that is, in fact, Darius Washington. And he does that. You see the PAT coming up in the corner. That's just on the money from Carson Sellers, but it follows that big bobble and interception, turns into points. Sellers on to hold. Snap is back. Kick is up, and it is good. Halftime right around the corner.
And just such great use of the clock. I mean, my gosh. One timeout. They got the ball with how much time left?
Right under a minute, 56 seconds.
44, I think.
44.
Yeah, I mean, that's very impressive.
So here you go. You got one timeout, 10 seconds to go. Or was it 6 seconds when they had the one timeout? Anyways, the clock had got down to 2-1. He takes the timeout there instead of the throw and then getting himself set up for a field goal. They were going for that touchdown. Called timeout, got the right play in, and go down and score. Yep. That's just huge. What a first half it has been. Coming up at halftime, we're going to have the support personnel be recognized for their seniors, and we will follow along with that. We'll also have the foster community scoreboard coming up. Brett will take us through that towards the tail end of halftime. Nick's going to talk to Coach Thomas Bachman down on the sideline and find out what he has to say about this first half and what to look forward to second half. But Coach Joe Morrow on a special night for you, my man. We appreciate you being up here.
I've tried everything I can to put you all in position to be successful the second half. So,
we're going to try our best not to New York Yankee you and blow this one.
And y'all need some help with the next half, y'all just holler at me. But guys, y'all do a great job. This has been fun.
Thank you. Coach Joe Morrow joins us up here, a legend. We're part of that first 50th year or first football team all those years ago, and he gets us to halftime up 28-9. Guys, don't go anywhere. Halftime is on us. We'll see you back for second half action on 446 Sports.
Hi, I'm Kimberly Harrell, certified residential appraiser. I am currently a leading provider of appraisal services for mortgage lending, employee relocation, estate planning, and community property settlements. My experience in real estate over the past 13 years and currently serving as president of the Greater Central Louisiana Realtors Association has given me a clear understanding of the real estate world and the ever-changing market we live in today. For any of your valuation needs, give me, Kimberly Harrell, a call.
Our mobile banking app is changing the way we bank. Things are getting easier, transactions are getting safer, and you have access 24/7. All the functionality of banking you're used to, made easier to use, anywhere, anytime, and more secure than ever. Simple, seamless, safe. Download our mobile app today.
This month, as we gather with the ones we love, let's take a moment to give thanks for the blessings in our lives. When it comes to protecting what matters most, trust those who care about your family as much as you do.
I'm Jason Hawk, your local Farm Bureau insurance agent. I'm here to help you protect what you hold dear.
Whether auto, home, or life, have peace of mind knowing that your family is covered today, tomorrow, and for years to come. So talk to Hawk at 318-791.
Maya Dowell. Maya is a co-captain for Trojan Cheer. She is being escorted by her stepmom, Tisha, and brother Marvin Dowell. She plans on attending the University of Arkansas to major in chemistry and go on to become a maxillofacial surgeon. Senior Maya Dowell. Amelie Doyle. Amelie is the co-captain of Trojan Cheer. She is being escorted tonight by mother Ainsley Doyle and grandfather Thomas Doyle. She plans on attending Louisiana Tech to major in nursing and continue to study to become a dermatologist. Senior Amelie Doyle. Camille Johnson. Camille is a base for the Trojan Cheer team. She is being escorted tonight by her parents, Becky and Hannah Johnson. Camille plans to attend the University of Monroe and continue her cheer career there. She plans to become a radiologist and work in Alexandria, Louisiana. Senior Camille Johnson. Audrey Lee. Audrey is the captain of the Trojan Cheer team. She is being escorted tonight by her parents, Jeremy and Heather Lee. Audrey plans to attend Louisiana Tech University in the fall and major in history and later attend law school. Senior Audrey Lee. Maya Mitchell. Maya is a cheerleader for the Trojan Cheer team. She is being escorted tonight by her parents, Marcia and Michael Mitchell. Maya plans to attend Louisiana State University and major in animal sciences with a concentration in free veterinary medicine. Maya also plans to minor in theater, continuing her acting career on stage and in TV and film industry. Senior Maya Mitchell. Maggie Neely. Maggie is a co-captain for Trojan Cheer. She is being escorted tonight by her mom, Brandy Crane, and dad, Zach Mealy. She plans on attending the University of Louisiana at Lafayette, majoring in psychology with a minor in human development. Senior Maggie Neely. Gracie Pringle. Gracie is a cheerleader for the Trojans. She is being escorted tonight by her mom, Christy Pringle. Gracie plans to go to LSU and major in free physical therapy. Senior Gracie Pringle. Addie Riley. Addie is the captain of the Trojan Cheer team. She is a flyer and a base. She is being escorted tonight by her parents, Lori and Sean Riley. She is planning to attend Louisiana Tech and will be trying out for the LA Tech cheer team. Senior Addie Riley. JC Terrio. JC is a cheerleader for the Trojan Cheer team. She is being escorted by Jock and Elena Terrio. JC plans to attend LSU in the fall, and after earning a degree in biological sciences, she would like to attend dental school and become an orthodontist. Senior JC Serio. Jalen Williams. Jalen is a cheerleader for the Trojan cheer team. He is being escorted tonight by his parents, Jasmine Douglas and Robert Williams. Jalen was chosen to be one in 16 students picked from across the country to attend the Norwalk Conservatory of the Arts in Connecticut and is majoring in musical theater dance. Senior Jalen Williams. Thank you, cheerleaders, for your service to ASH. Now, our Troy dolls. Grace Brown. Grace is the captain of the Troy dolls. She is being escorted by mom, Latonya Brown, and dad, James Crockett. She plans on attending LSU to major in kinesiology for physical therapy and work with one of the sports teams. Senior Grace Brown. Wesley Gassett. Wesley is a senior Troy doll dancer. She is being escorted by her parents, Sam and Catherine Gassett. She plans on attending LSU to major in biology to become a dentist. Senior Wesley Gassett. Lana LaGrange. Lana is a senior Troy doll dancer. She is being escorted by her parents, Don and Jared LaGrange. After high school, Lana plans to attend Louisiana Tech University and major in history, with hopes of attending law school to become an attorney. Senior Lana LaGrange. Mary Kate Letty. Mary Kate is a senior Troy doll dancer. She is being escorted by her parents, Andre and Michael Letty III. Mary Kate plans to attend a four-year college, majoring in biochemistry with a minor in theater. After college, she plans to attend dental school to pursue a career in forensic dentistry. Senior Mary Kate Letty. Zoe Miller. Zoe is a senior Troy doll dancer. She is being escorted by her parents, Caitlin and John Miller. Zoe plans to attend Louisiana State University and major in kinesiology and eventually attend medical school. Senior Zoe Miller. Trinity Patrick. Trinity is the co-captain of the Troy Dogs. She is being escorted by her parents, Shannon Williams and Carl Patrick. She plans to go to Northwestern State University to major in business management and minor in dance. She also plans to try out for the Demon Dazzler dance team. Senior Trinity Patrick. Ashlyn Wald. Ashlyn is the dance line freshman officer. She is being escorted tonight by Juanita Waltz. She plans to go to LSU and major in criminology or political science. She wants to go to law school to become a lawyer. Senior Ashlyn Walls. Thank you, Troy Dogs, for your service at ASH. We will now present our flagline members. Mayana Blake. Mayana is being escorted tonight by Toya McNeil. She plans on going to the University of New Orleans to major in psychology. Senior Mayana Blake. Alyssa Canada. Alyssa is being escorted by Davante Hayward and Tabrisha Hayward. She plans on attending a four-year college for pre-law and then going to law school. Senior Alyssa Canada. Lauren Edwards. Lauren is being escorted tonight by her mother, Jackie Edwards, and father, Mike Edwards. She plans to attend the University of Louisiana at Lafayette to major in education. Senior Lauren Edwards. London Holt. London is being escorted tonight by her mom, Shanna Holt. She plans on attending Xavier University and to study pre-med in chemistry. Senior London Holt. Alani Hughes. Alani is being escorted tonight by Ike Hughes and Charlene. She plans on attending Northwestern State University to be a veterinarian tech. Senior Elani Hughes. Thank you, Flagline, for your service. We will now present our Trojan band. Senior Layla Branch King. Layla is being escorted by her mother, Destiny Branch. Layla is a 4-year band member. She plays the bass drum and clarinet. She plans on attending Louisiana State University or the University of Lafayette to study architecture. Senior Layla Branch King. Kamari Hammonds. Kamari is a 4-year band member. She is being escorted by her mother, Tamika Hammonds, and stepfather, Anthony Allen. She plans on attending Louisiana Tech University and major in architecture. Senior Kamari Hammonds. Gabrielle Hardman. Gabby is on the ASH drumline. She is being escorted tonight by her parents, Danielle and Lionel Hardman. She plans to attend the college of her choice to pursue a degree in architecture and interior design. Senior Gabrielle Hardman. Jasmine Lavallee. Jasmine is the drum major who also plays trumpet. She is being escorted by Kenna and Garrett Lavallee. Jasmine wants to continue her studies at CLTCC and finish the welding program that she has already started. Senior Jasmine Lavallee. Peyton Nunnally. Peyton is a cymbal player for the band. He is being escorted tonight by his mother, Heather Garcia. Peyton plans on attending Louisiana Tech to major in engineering. Senior Peyton Nunnally. Braden Rushell. Braden plays the French horn and mellophone. He is being escorted tonight by his parents, Monique and Jason Rochelle. He plans on going to Louisiana Tech to major in mechanical engineering. Senior Braden Rochelle. Alexis Wallace. Alex is the drumline co-captain. He plays tenor drum. He is being escorted by his parents, Alexis Wallace Sr. and Jolanda Smith. He plans on attending college at Florida A&M to get a degree in engineering. Senior Alexis Wallace. Thank you, senior band members. ROTC leaders, Senior Christopher Allen. Christopher is the commanding officer of the ASH MCJROTC unit. He is being escorted tonight by his mother, Felicia Henry. He plans on enlisting into the United States Air Force after graduation. Senior Christopher Allen. Michaela Jimerson. Michaela is a squad leader. She is being escorted tonight by her father, Rashid Muhammad, and stepmother, Harriet Muhammad. Michaela plans on joining the United States Air Force after graduation. Senior Michaela Jimerson. Once again, seniors, thank you for your service at Alexandria Senior High. It has been a great 4 years to watch you do it to you all. Congratulations.
Reminder, if you don't have the credentials to be on the field, you need to make your way back into the stands, or you'll be asked to go back in the stands. Up in the press box, we have a Freedom Visa card for Laura Singletary. Laura Singletary will have your card up here in the press box. If you'd like to come and get it, I'll be having it in my hands.
Our guy, Nick Magnano. There we are. We finally made it back, I believe. We got Nick Magnano down on the sideline. Nick, it's loud down there. What do you got?
Yeah, after the Alexandria's offense, they were at the monitor here on the track for most of the second half, most of the halftime, getting ready for the second half. Coach Skipper, Coach Free coming out right now. Of course, we have Neville coming out on the field to get warm for the second half. And, you know, a lot of excitement down here. Obviously, the noise is loud. This is the most crowd I've seen ever at Alexandria Senior High in the home stands. And like I said, and a third of the people are down on the ground for senior night and going to the bathroom at the second stand.
Look, I'd hate to be underneath the concession stand right now, down under that area. I know there's a lot of folks that are down there. What do you see from the Neville side as those folks came out? Because I think they got kind of shell shocked.
Yeah, a lot of tenacity, a lot of taking everything serious, not joking around or clowning around halftime. Coach, Coach Evans.
I see it. So we're gonna turn it over to Nick Magnano on the sideline right now. Just jump in the middle of them, Nick.
Hey, Coach, with the first half, especially the last 3 minutes, we're the big interception from J. Lou and then going down and getting that touchdown. Yeah, I'll take it. Yeah, that was a huge swing. Feel like we've left some stuff out there offensively. I'm talking about his coaches. Me, Coach, not coaches. Coach. Right about you. This thing is not over. Let's just take it one play and one possession at a time. Let's get in this thing. Go do this, Coach. So, Doug, you hear it. I don't know if I've heard that much intensity out of him since I started covering Trojan football at 446. So he's ready. He's a little disappointed with some of the play calls and decisions he's made, but he's excited.
All right. Well, thank you, Nick, and we'll see you when you get back up here, buddy.
I appreciate it.
Nick Magnano joins us along the sideline right now. We're going to take this opportunity to throw it back to the studio. And our man, Brett Stallsby, he is back there with the Foster Community Scoreboard Update Halftime Report. Nick, take it away back at Score Central.
And this is Brett with the Foster Community Halftime Score Report. So, for real quick, the Foster community wants to thank everybody who contributed to Socktober. It was a great success, and a lot of socks were contributed and given, and they got everything that they needed. Also, they want you to remember this was National Adoption Month, if fostering or adoption has ever been something on your heart, I want to throw a couple of numbers out at you. 4,600, and these are approximations, and 1,600. There are approximately 4,600 kids in the state of Louisiana in the fostering system, and that's statewide, and there are 1,600 certified homes. So if you do the math, there's obviously a tremendous need for foster parents. If that's ever been something that's on your heart, please reach out to the foster community or the Louisiana Baptist Home, and they can get you started and pointed in the right direction. And we also want to take a moment to recognize the foster community and the ladies who do all that great work over there. That is an organization that's very close to our hearts here at 446 Sports. If you don't know, Nick and I both have close family members, sisters and sister-in-laws that work there, and so it's something that's always close to our heart. And we want to thank them for the great work they do. And we would hope that our mission here at 446 aligns with theirs. And now to your scores throughout Central Louisiana. Right now, Holy Savior Menard is up 21-7 in the third quarter over Fort Bear. Let's see. Rose Pine is up 12-0 over East Beauregard. Forgive me, I got family in the area. That's what they always call it. Lakeside is up 25-12 over Winfield. Avoyelles is up 26-16 over Kinder Yellow Jackets. West Washita is up 35-0 over Grant at the half. Gina is up 46-0 over Buckeye at the half. Montgomery is up 20-12 over LaSalle. Bunkie is up 22-6 over Marksville at the half. Leesville is up big over LaGrange at 27-0 at halftime. Washoe Parish is up 42-0 over Pineville Rebels. Pickering is up 43-0 over Plain Dealings at the second quarter. Franklin Parish is up 29-28 over Tioga in the second quarter. And Block Bears have won 56-6 over Tensall. And here at the Butch, your Trojans are up 28-9 over the Neville Tigers. With one half remaining in the 5A district championship. And I hope you're ready for a great second half. And with that, I'll throw it back to Doug and Nick.
Thank you, Brett. Appreciate it. Glad to be back here. Great work, Brett. I called him Nick, I think, and when I was throwing it back to the studio, but he'll take it. On there, Trojans got the ball to start the game, went down and scored, and it's 28-9 now in this one. Trojans have the lead. That means Neville gets the ball to start things off in the second half. And Washita up big on Pineville, 49-7. And that one, Menard up big. I think we saw 28-0 in that game over Port Barry. And what a game that is. St. Mary's was last night. They won that game. They're trying to get into the playoffs. And back here, as Brett told you, it's 28-9. You see that on our Wallace Eye Associates scoreboard up at the top. Sadler's Towing scrolling scoreboard shows you it is Franklin Parish 29, Tioga 28 in that one at halftime. So that's a barn burner, as is this one going to be. Don't forget, coming up at the end of this game, no matter what, we will have Coach Thomas Bachman. Once we finally fish him up here, may send Nick down early to get him and make his way up here and get him away from all the interview seekers and let us get the Trojan wrap-up show underway, or maybe a point that we just come back to you live from the field later. We'll figure that out. Lots of football to go in this one, 28-9. And you heard Coach Bachman, Nick, tell us one play at a game, one possession at a time.
Yeah, he was excited, obviously a little disappointed in some of the play calls, but 24 minutes. Here we go, Doug.
Kick by Fung, and he was shaken up a little, gets the touchback there. That ball is back into the end zone, and I thought that happened earlier. Look, he tried to get and hold the ball over, but was looking to get him a big return, was Caleb Vaughn, and unable to get that one out of the end zone. And Neville will take over this one from the 20-yard line, first down and 10. Nick, highlight or halftime stats here.
Carson Sellers 8 for 12, 106 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. Max Gass at 3 for 4, 76 yards and 1 touchdown. And we'll talk about the rest after
First interception thrown by Sellers all year, and that was a heck of a catch. I thought he had threaded the needle on it. Parker Robinson back in there at quarterback. You see Caleb Vaughn split to the near side, and that is the guy he started with, Jalen Nichols, that's back with him. And Nichols will get the handoff to start things off on that left side, and is going to pick up probably 6 yards on that one.
Yeah, a lot of patience there by that young man, Jackson Townsend, with the tackle. Been very impressive. The only time he got hurt on one play, and but he's been really good on every other one.
2nd down and 4. Nichols gets it again off the left side. And there's that Trojan defensive line that has been so solid early in this. And when we talked to them last night, they take pride that offensive line and defensive line do, Nick.
Yeah, Xavier Cortez there. So, Xavier and Griffin there on those tackles. So, big 3rd down here.
3rd down and 1. This is where the Trojans made their first defiant stop early. Nichols is going to get the 1st down. He gets an extra yard or 2 out of it. Forward progress will have him out to the 32-yard line and a Neville Tiger 1st down.
Yeah, our defense making him earn it there. Jordan Mason in there, Elijah Nelson in there. So saw where Elijah had his 95 jersey from last year on during senior night because of 12.
That's right. Snap is back. Play action to Nichols. Robinson's got a pump fake, and that one is thrown into the ground for a catch, though. Good job of getting that one and getting his arms under it out to the 40-yard line.
Yeah. And that was Marquise Butler, who's one of our seniors, wide receiver, hadn't been able to play this year, number 12.
Yep, that's why he gave him the jersey back there. Comes to the near side, coming up to try to make the tackle, and what amazing work on that one, just flying the ball. And Jay Lou is having the best game he's had all season.
I was just going to say that, Doug. He is senior night. He's playing like it's his last game. And
flying to the football.
Yeah.
39-yard line, 3rd down and 3 for Neville. And Coach Bachman calling something to the official there, and that's going to line up and get a 1st down. Don't know what Bachman was telling him, but he ran right up to the side judge right before the play was starting to get in his ear.
Yeah, Xavier White with the tackle there after the 1st down carry by Nichols, and apparently the side judge didn't see it.
Now it's this side getting some running room and out to the corner, but gets a head of steam going and goes out of bounds at the 43-yard line, but enough for another Tiger 1st down.
Yeah, and this is exactly what Neville wants to do. They want to, run the ball and then play action off of it and try to hit something over the top.
Indeed, they do. 1st down and 10. Play action now. He's looking to go over the top of it. Good coverage down the side, and I think he slowed up the receiver just long enough. Jay Frazier back on coverage there.
Yeah, he's had a good night. Even the one that he gave up, I mean, it was just a great catch by Dumas.
Look, let me tell you, the receivers for Neville have made some catches, even the one on the sideline diving into it here.
Yeah. Two quality football teams.
2nd down and 10. Toss to the far side and just firing in there. And that's just
Jackson.
I'm gonna let you call that one.
Jackson Townsend. He has been around the football all year. Sometimes doesn't quite make the play, but that one he definitely did.
That can only come from watching tape and knowing what the play was to he fired in on that toss. Goodness gracious. 3rd down and 15 now behind the sticks. And Coach Morrow told us when he was up here, look, all you need is one good possession stop. They can drive down the field all they want, but the 10 or 20 yards can change things.
Yeah, I was talking to a media guy at halftime, and he said if Neville doesn't score on this one, it might
No, I don't. You can't do that. There's that slow going, and a timeout is called by dead ball delay a game is what was called there.
Yeah. That's their 3rd penalty, Doug, for 30 yards.
Look, the Trojans have had some big ones, but they seem like they weathered those, Nick.
Yes. Yeah, no, they
had one that led to the score.
Right.
3rd down now and 20. The ball rests at the 48. It has to get, it's 10. It's about 18. Has to get to the 33-yard line of the Trojans, and it's back into Neville territory by a couple of yards. Neville doing a good job of running some clock in this one. They've taken off a little over 3 minutes on this first drive. There's that slow developing play action, and here's that quick developing pressure. That one is caught, but it's not going to be near the first down, and that's as good a coverage as you'll find, and that'll bring up fourth down. If you're Neville, you got to go for it here.
And Elijah Nelson just tried to chase him down, and after the play, he gave Robinson a 5. You know, like, man, good play, but big fourth down here.
Fourth down and 9. Trojans trying to get off the field. Big hello out to everybody that's watching this one around Alexandria and your restaurants or favorite watering hole. You're looking at fourth down and 9. Have to get to the 33-yard line of Alexandria. Snap is back. Robinson. Good pressure up the middle. Bounces off, does Robinson, but he's going to go down, and that's another sack. And look, let's try to look at it again. I don't know, Brett, if we have it. Watch the pressure. And you can talk about the coverage, but the defensive line staying with it, that was just a tremendous effort. This might be one of those where we get Merce up here, too, with them. Look at the pressure. The coverage has everyone taken up there. And Robinson doing everything he can. Here's that backside pressure. But, Jackson Townsend getting right in there again.
Yeah, like him and Xavier on half sacks there. But yeah, great work there on the coverage. And he's very elusive. So to bring him down to have to sack him, it takes.
Is that 3 sacks now tonight for the Trojans?
Yes.
Pineville picks up a couple of touchdowns in the fourth quarter, but it trailed that one big, 49-13.
And if we're hollering at you all on the TV, it's because it's
loud in here.
It's very loud in here. I hope you guys can hear it at home. Like I said, very, very exciting.
First down and 10, boy, the Trojans talking things over, Nick, and it's just that same thing. They're saying, hey, look, we've done this. Let's go out there and put this thing to bed. And let's go. And Coach Bogman talks about one play at a time, one possession at a time. That was a big defensive possession there. 2 big plays, the one by J. Lou and by Jackson Townsend firing through on third down. Snap is back now to Sellers. Hand off to JT. He struggled a little bit since that first quarter, but what a great first quarter it was for him, and he's still having himself a night.
Yeah, he's now 22 carries, 83 yards, and a touchdown, and that's 83 well-earned, hard-fought yards.
No doubt about it. So he had, 21 carries for 80 yards or so at 82. Halftime, 82.
Yeah. Darvon Vaughn. Oh, sorry.
Nope. Handoff comes to the near side. JT trying to get to the corner. Steps back in. Not going out of bounds. Fighting for every yard. And he gets a very hidden first down. They'll give him the other 8 for that one.
Yep. 8 yards there. So on his 23rd carry, Vaughn was 3 for 16. And your leading receiver, Doug, was Jimmy Duncan, 4 for 92 yards.
Real quick, look at the defensive line. Yeah. Everybody's got their hands on their hips for that defense from Neville. That offensive line is just hammering away. First down and 10 from the 44-yard line of the Tigers. Goes Sellers and company. Handoff goes to JT. He's getting behind that offense. Boy, getting to the outside. Spun around. Still churning those legs.
Yeah, they're going to give him 8 there on that first down. And Doug, the spectator right in front of us, I just saw a hat fly up when JT made that cut.
Yeah, he looked like he had a chance to get there.
Yeah.
There's JT. He gets there for the first down. Give him 3 on that one.
25th carry tonight, Doug.
And we've seen, Nick, that we've played teams that their running back just wore us down in the second half. That was before this year. And this year, JT does that to defenses.
Yeah, so then we have Jimmy, 4 for 92 yards and 1 touchdown. Darius, 2 for 43 yards, 2 touchdowns. I'll tell you the other 2 in a second.
Nearing 6.5 minutes to go in the third period. Toss comes back to Vaughn. This time, Vaughn, circle button, spins around inside the 30 to the 29. And when you can give a talented running back like JT a couple of plays off and Vaughn come in and does work.
Yes, sir. Good work there. 5-yard gain on their first down. So
the last 3 first down carries have been close to 20 yards.
Yep.
Between the last 3 of them. That one gives him 5. So second down and 5 from the 28-yard line. Go the Trojans. Handoff right up the middle. Look at the battle going on between D-Dub and number 5 for them on defense. That's Cameron Riley. They battering each other the entire way.
Yeah, everybody on this field, Doug, knows what's at stake, and not just for this week, but you want to keep that home field advantage, all throughout the playoffs.
You want to be home through the dome. There is no doubt about that. 3rd and 2 to go. False start. Yeah, that's going to be called on that right side by Connor Reed, it looks like. Just got out in front of it. And you go from 3rd and 2 now to 3rd and 7, and that hurts a drive. 5.5 to go. Each team's had the ball just one time in the 3rd, and they're okay trying to grind this thing out. That lets you know if the Trojans can go ahead and pay this drive off and get into the end zone, Nick, the way that things have been going with the clock running out, you've already used about half of this, a little over half of this 3rd. It's going to be a handoff to the near side. J-Tree trying to get to the corner now, cuts back to the inside, and gets 6 back off the 5 they lost. And I tell you why they run the ball right there, because they planned on going for it on 4th down if he didn't get it.
That's exactly right.
On the tackle for the Tigers.
Yep. Coach said, hey, we got 2 plays to make this yardage up, and confident that they can do it. Look who they're bringing in, Doug.
They're bringing in the big heavies, no doubt about it. Here comes Thibodeau back in.
Yep.
Tried to get him a touchdown earlier, and Coach Bachman didn't hear me.
Yep.
He moves into the H-back, and that settles Townsend at the heavy tight end. Handoff JT. Busts through that original line. JT 20 down to the 15 and 14 goes JT Lindsey. That's the problem with stacking the line like that if you're a defensive unit.
11-yard gain on that 4th and 1, and clock running. 4:46, Doug.
4:46 to go in this one. Attaboy, Nick. 1st down and 10. Line to gain is just inside the 4-yard line. Vaughn's got this one. He's trying to get it all. Vaughn banging around. Vaughn to the end zone. Touchdown, Vaughn Darbone. Touchdown, Trojans. Let's take a look at it, courtesy of BU Designs. Boy, you think you get a break. 4-star running back goes to the sideline for a breather. Wait a minute. Here comes Vaughn Darbone, the senior, banging his way around there, breaking tackles. There's another one. And into the end zone goes Vaughn Darbone from 13 yards out, Nick, was
Yes,
he?
yep, 13 yards.
Seller stays in to hold. Mesh on for the PAT. Kick is up for Mesh, and it is good. 35-9 in this one. Trojans lead it. We'll be back in 1 minute right after this on 446 Sports.
Yeah, so what happened out there tonight?
We struck out at home with leftovers, then we remembered walk-ons.
What effect did the situation have?
Spirit soared. Nick took on a burger. Jen obliterated her ribeye po' boy. And speaking of spirits, Laura even scored a real tasty cocktail. She needed that.
Any lessons learned today?
Yeah. Head straight to walk-ons.
Scratch-made dishes, wall-to-wall TVs, craft beers, and cocktails. Walk-ons for the win.
Are home problems turning your life upside down? Trust Southern Air Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing to save the day. From keeping you comfortable to plumbing repairs and even generators, we do it all. Southern Air Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing, your one-stop solution for AC, plumbing, and generators. If you need us to save the day for you, call Southern Air Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing or visit us online at southernairnow.com.
We're back. JL Butch, Stoker Stadium. Doug Gann alongside of Nick Magnano. Jason Crooks in the house. Roger Walker is here. Josh Gann is there. And Brett Stallsby helping bring this to you. Had some technical hiccups in the first half, but seem to be back and rolling right now. 4:30 to go in this one. Ouachita caps their season trying to get in the playoffs. Think that may have done it with a 49-13 win over Pineville across the river. Eli squibs this one around. It hits the up back at the 20. I don't know if he missed that one or what he did, but that's number 5. Is that Cameron Riley? Cam Riley got that one.
Colby Pulp there and Clayton Dole. Doug.
Yes, sir.
8 runs on that drive, no pass attempts.
And look, Coach Bachman is just as elated as he can be. And look, I'm going to tell you, these guys have put in the work and put in the work and put in the work all season long. This week in practice was not anything light at all. Look, we came over and took some pictures for the Neville guys to show them where to go, and they didn't want any pictures taken at practice. There's that delayed handoff off the left side. That's that young man Zero that's back in the game is that Lemons? Yeah, Lemons. And a Trojan down on the ground. I got to believe these cramps are starting to get them. We'll stay off of that. Trainers quickly out onto the field.
Yeah, Xavier.
And that's
no, it's not. It's
because Xavier's here. Yeah.
No, who is that then? Might be Jordan Mason.
Oh, there's
Elijah and there's X. So it might be Jordan Mason.
Just a reminder, you see all of our sponsors that are up in the corner. Big thanks to Wallace and Valex and Sadler's Towing, and they continue to sponsor things all year long to bring this to you, and we're so grateful for those guys. Of course, our pregame show and pregame meal brought to you by Liistro Coffee and Waffle Bar. Special treat today. Picked up a recent sponsor on there, Eastside, over in the Circle. They do your game day goodies. Look, what did we have? Duck wontons and wings and boudin egg rolls. Yeah, so all your game day goodies. Go by there and check them out on there. And look, I've gained a couple of pounds just giving that promo on Liistro and that one. Look, did you tell them what we had in our pregame meal from Liistro?
Yes. Jordan Mason, yeah, I know. Get him some pickle juice.
Pickle juice it is. And they made a fortune off of those pickle pops and such that they were selling there. So jambalaya was up here, brownies, and goodness gracious.
Corn mock shoe and
bless you. What did he say?
Meat pies, boudin balls.
Look, I'm telling you, if you go hungry after listening to one of our broadcasts, shame on you.
You're going to call me crazy, but I think the sweet cornbread with the little jalapenos.
The sweet corn. Look, and I'm not a cornbread dude. Let me just tell you, but that sweet cornbread with the jalapeno little zing to it. Oh yeah, and you can't get that on the menu there. You got to call from catering. Look, you want your event catered? Give them a call. First down and 10 from the 42-yard line. Go the Tigers of Neville. 26-point lead for the Trojans. 4 scores in this one. 4:19 to go here. The winner of this one will be the season-long undefeated district champion, too. Handoff comes to the near side, brought down in the backfield, and that's just good work. That's Cortez Simon.
Yep, Cortez on that one, read the play, got inside the tight end, got inside Campbell, who was pulling, and great work to bring Lemons down.
The film work that's been going on. I mean, it's ridiculous the amount of plays that the Trojans are reading in the backfield. Here's that slow development play action, quickly coming across and timing in and out of the hands. Boy, it's just in a battle of the receivers and those times, it's been short of those 2 big catches. It's been some drops tonight.
Yeah, and that senior Caleb Vaughn, who's
he's solid as you get.
On film's been really good. So
3rd down and 9, and Nick, it seems like we've been talking about that all night. 3rd down and long for the Tigers.
Yeah.
We've turned into November. It doesn't feel like November, but it sure is fun watching this Week 10 matchup between undefeated heavyweights. Snap is back. Robinson up in the pocket. He's covered up pretty good. Here comes Hobbs. Here comes X. Here comes an errant throw out of bounds. Tell me about this secondary and how well them DBs are covering.
Yes, I mean, and Doug, this is the first night in probably 4 games to where all 4 or 5 of them
everybody's out there.
Have been on the field. We were missing J-Time. We were missing Carrick. We were missing Griffin. So, yeah, good work there by your secondary.
We still playing punt safe no matter what you do. Look at Hobbs coming off there. He's our reigning lineman of the week. Jersey all up. He's disheveled and just going crazy. Back there to Washington. That snap is away. going to bounce around, and D-Dub's going to let it go out of bounds harmlessly.
Yeah, met his dad last night. And,
That's right. Come upside on to us.
I think I saw him in the bleachers here. I think UPS driver. I think that was him. And definitely good to meet them. Like you said earlier, the seniors, the parents, and
It was a senior takeover last night at Walk-Ons.
Yeah.
We will not be at Walk-Ons this Thursday night. We will not be at Walk-Ons this Thursday night because Trojans will have a bye next week in the first round of the playoffs. If there is a first round of the playoffs next week, that legal stuff that's going on with a team out of Baton Rouge can affect all of the power ratings. So just hang tight. They've delayed the bracket release, but no matter what, the Trojans are off next week for game time action. They'll certainly be practicing as hard as they ever have in this one. Max Gassett now in at quarterback for the Trojans. He's got 3 wide receivers to the near side, soft coverage. Play action to JT, but Max is going to take it himself. Spun around, hit hard, and goes down, but he'll take that one.
Yeah, 5-yard gain on first down. So good work there from Max. Didn't quite. Thought maybe somebody grabbed his face mask, but
no, he went to spin, and they were hitting him at the same time, and it knocked him around.
But, that's the one thing about a lot of things about this Neville defense, but their team speed. They close. I mean, JT has had to work for those yards, and it's not because, the holes weren't there. It's just, I mean, they close them. They're back. Their secondary closes the hole quickly.
Look, they have done more this game than I've seen. I mean, it's just been great. Look at JT just continue to run. He's got a break to the side. If he gets the seam, they're not going to get him. 30, now 20. JT Lindsey, touchdown Trojans. Let's take a look one more time. Look, when it was this point, you're like, oh, that's the wrong angle. He really is that fast.
Doug,
that's some fast dude just chasing him.
We talked about their secondary coming up. They put a lick on him, but they didn't wrap up. And he spun off, and 67 yards later, we have 6.
So now that puts him up near 200 if my calculations are close, 180, 190. Mesh adds the PAT. We'll let you calculate it up when we come back. It's all Trojans all the time in this one. They lead it big, 42-9, 2:36 to go third quarter. You're watching it all on 446 Sports.
This month, as we gather with the ones we love, let's take a moment to give thanks.
And we are back, J.L. Butch, Stoker Stadium. Nick, take it away.
29 carries, 189 yards, 2 touchdowns for JT Lindsey.
Look, I've used a lot of words. Yeah, it'll differ when we get it tonight later on there. I've used a lot of words through the years to describe JT. The one that stands out the most is wow.
Yeah, sometimes you just don't have to say anything.
Let's go back to that pregame interview that I had with my meeting. I said, "What's your game plan? Give me the rock."
Yeah.
They have done that. It bounces around. Trojans have to continue. There's going to be a block in the back, so no matter what happens, got to keep the mindset right. But that Neville team looks like they may be getting just a little chippy out there because this is as tough as they've been played all year, to say the least.
Yeah, Latravius Williams, number 9, with a tackle on there for the Trojans. And
I call a block in the back, and that'll put it back deep now is where it should be.
Yeah, that was a big lick that Maurice Jackson. And Maurice has been one of our better coverage guys on special teams, 18, and he took a big lick from 13, who is Zealand Young, junior wide receiver from Neville.
Look, we were talking during the commercial, and that big run by JT was an amazing run. And not the play of the game, I don't believe, at this point on there. There's been so many big plays that have led to this 42-9 lead for the Trojans. And got some happy fans in here in the stands watching this one. First down and 10. I don't believe this is enough if the Trojans hang on to vault them into first place.
No,
I don't know if you can jump Ed in the car.
New quarterback, Doug. Brock Jordan, number 10.
Brock Jordan, what is his classification?
He is a sophomore.
Okay. So both teams...
No, I'm sorry, he's 12th grader.
Off to the far side it goes.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, 12th grader. I was looking right above. Yeah.
Trojans have done everything that they wanted to do in this game. We saw the first interception, but boy, the Trojans returned the favor and got points off of theirs. Snap is back. Handoff goes right up the middle. That's Nichols on the far side of it. He'll get the first down.
Yeah, him and Xavier White, they've got to know each other real well tonight. Good respect there. Xavier helps him up.
And that's what you see. And we saw that a lot in that game with Ruston.
Yeah.
It's just a lot of good sportsmanship. It's game recognizing game in this one. I'm going to tell you what, the state has been put on notice in this one. There's no doubt that these Trojans are for real and can play any kind of football. There's some good football to be played when the playoffs roll around. Don't ever mistake that. But I like this. I like this team. There goes Hobbsy chasing him around, and there's Cortez coming up. That's got to be grounding. They're going to talk about that one, and I don't see anybody that was in the area. So the side judge from the far side will come in, and they'll talk about it. What do you got? Nowhere near the line of scrimmage, inside the pocket. Let's drop the flag and get him a grounding.
Yeah, no receiver over there. Oh, they're calling a hold.
Wow.
Okay, well, if it's a hold, there's got to be intentional grounding.
That's
an intentional grounding a penalty?
It's supposed to be.
They
yes.
offset?
So you would think, but they didn't know they would, but they don't call that.
Our resident official. Oh, it was during the play. So okay, I'm sorry. I'll stand corrected.
He said he couldn't hear you. Hear you. Sorry. 1:21 to go in this one. First down and 10 in the third quarter of this one. Back from the 41. Back to pass. Here comes pressure right up the middle. Ducks under that one. Good work there. Throwing this one down the sideline and about 2 rows deep. And that young man at quarterback went down and took a pretty good lick by X at the end of the play. But Coach Mercer and that group just firing away now.
Yeah, you get a lead like this, you could take a few chances.
Franklin Parish up now 43-35 in that one in Tioga in what's been a battle.
Yeah. Tioga needs that one to get in. If Tioga wins, they possibly get in. That would be a big.
It's a lot of power points for them. Franklin Parish giving them a lot.
Yes.
Handoff goes up the middle and slips down, nowhere to go.
Yeah.
This has been just an incredible night of football, Nick. And anxious to hear you talk with Coach Bachman and Coach Mercer down there on the field afterwards. But to have Coach Bachman up here for the Trojan wrap-up show, if we can get him up here, we'll have to know. Because there's going to be a lot of folks buying for his time after this one. Third down and 13 now to go. Once again, third and long for this Neville Tiger team. Still keep an eye out for Thomas Campbell. Snap is back. Here comes pressure from the left side. Up the middle now. Stepping in, and he's got a lot of room to run. Rolling, coming up, trying to make a tackle. It's going to be a first down, but, boy, he had a head of steam coming into that one and was tough on, I guess, Griffin.
Yeah, that's an athletic quarterback, man.
Indeed it is.
First time we've seen him run, and it did not take him long to get there.
18 and 17 to go in the third quarter. You'll see Neville go with a lot of tempo in here. Well, we thank everybody for tuning in to this one tonight. It has been a lot of fun. Still a lot of football to go, but the Trojans are doing everything right, and that ends at 3 quarters in the books. Trojans lead this one big, 42-9 over the Neville Tigers in a battle for the District 2 5A State District Championship. We'll be back right after this on 446 Sports.
Looking for somewhere different for lunch? Liistro Coffee and Waffle Bar is a gourmet espresso bar and restaurant with an emphasis on Southern social experience, featuring a wide variety of salads, soups, sandwiches, and of course waffles. Liistro has something for everyone and every lifestyle. Whether you are meeting friends, spending time with family, or hosting a private party, we offer a dining experience all will enjoy. Liistro Coffee and Waffle Bar on Coliseum Boulevard.
Check out some of our recent work at the Panthers Stadium. In addition to custom signs and banners, we also handle custom trophies, custom awards, custom vehicle wraps, and more. Give us a call. We handle projects large and small.
We are back to start the fourth quarter here, second down, and I don't know, is that 6 from the 45 directly in front of where we are? Fans, some of them starting to make their way out of here. This is one of those you don't want to leave. I just can imagine if this holds up, what it's going to look like down on the field. Trojans looking for their first district title in 2-5A since moving up to 5A.
Oh.
Yeah, waiting on Danny Redhat to get us going. He's a star of the show, isn't he?
Yep.
Wear a red hat, stand on the field, and
send me a picture of him and Derry Beckwith, former LSU Tiger linebacker.
There's a good guy. He's got a foundation that's helping a lot of youth down in the Baton Rouge area. Looking to go over the top is Neville. There's Jay Frazier in coverage. They're going to call pass interference, but it's okay. I don't think it was, but it's going to be a first down, and that's it.
Yeah, he had his hands on his back and made a great play towards the end, but first down there on that one, and then like I said, Jay Frazier there. So looks like Dumas was the intended receiver. Him and Jay, extending pleasantries to each other after the play. And Jay, we interviewed him 2 weeks ago, and Jay said he talks a little bit. So
and we are, I don't know where we are. First down and 10. Play action there. Looking to again, having to step up. And that's where he does a lot of his work. Trying to throw it open. And boy, these defenders, these DBs have just played lights out.
Yeah, like I said, with the exception of that last one where, I thought he was a little premature, but they have done well. And I learned, that if the ball's not in the air, you can make contact with the receivers downfield in high school. And they have just been, hitting, these Neville receivers, without the ball being in the air. Let's go on. What are we looking at here?
Hobbs coming in. We're not seeing if they had, might be calling sideline warning on Danny. No, they've got somebody. They're getting the sheriff's department down into the end zone. I don't know if it's on the guys playing football down there in the end zone or what they're doing. Needless to say, second down and 10. Ball sits at 30. That last PA announcement was brought to you by Sadler's Towing. They mentioned that there have been 3 calls across the street on Warren blocking a driveway and need to get those. Wow. So your tow away warning brought to you by Sadler's Towing. Campbell comes into motion. He switches sides. Snap now is back. And it's not really a play action anymore because I don't think the Trojans are working on the run. Oh, look, you got to be kidding me. Campbell finds that ball.
His first catch of the game.
Goodness gracious. And there's an injured Neville Tiger on the ground. There was just a lot of banging around. Quarterback got hit at the end of the play, too.
Yeah. So quarterback Jordan's telling Dumas to go to the end zone, throws it over. Dumas bobbles it, goes in the hands of Campbell, and they have a 1st and goal at the 3, right?
And look, yeah, it was just tremendous work again by these DBs that did everything they needed. But the Tiger tight end was right there. And they're tending to that young man again. We'll remind you, we will not be at walk-ons on Thursday night, as there won't be a Trojan game Friday night. But you can join us if the playoffs start next week and the things aren't. I mean, but you read all about that all throughout the LHSAA and Go Preps and Louisiana Sports Online and those things. Good to see Dumas up and off on there. But we'll be down in Opelousas with Coach Jimmy Zachary and the guys and Opelousas bringing that one to you.
Doug, they just moved a spectator back, and I don't think he wanted to go, so they picked his chair up and moved his chair.
Oh my! Well,
2 deputies and 3 Alexandria cops around him.
Needless to say, he's backed up a little now.
Yeah.
1st and goal.
There you go. 1st down and goal for the Tigers. Handoff is up the middle and going to get into the end zone for a touchdown. Neville. 42 to 15 now in this one.
Yeah, Nichols.
A big lead, Nick, in this one, but you got to start watching onside kicks, and you got to start generating some 1st downs, and you need to go into that, what is it called, the 4-minute offense.
Yeah. Nichols with a great cut back there, right behind the line of scrimmage, and then just, fought his way through to the end zone.
Lining up for the swinging gate. They'll move things back over as Lemons claps for him and gets them back into position. Trojans have been in the 40s all year long, have 42 in this one. They're averaging that one nearly blocked for the Trojan. The 2 guys off the end for the Trojans got in there. That's Simon and Gaines, it looked like to me. We'll be back. 11.5 to go here. A lot of football left in the 4th quarter. You're watching high school football on 446 Sports.
At Wallace Eye Associates, right now is the best time to have your cataracts removed. A new year means a new deductible. So if you're just not seeing as well as you used to, schedule your cataract evaluation today. It's fully covered by all medical insurances, including Medicare. You never need a referral at Wallace Eye Associates, and our method of next-generation cataract care is the most affordable in the state. There's only one team, one focus, your vision. Wallace Eye Associates.
Back to JL Butch Stoker Stadium here in this one. JT Lindsay coming back out onto the field has been a trooper in this one. That big 62-yard touchdown kind of put this one, I won't say on ice, but it sure gave you a lot of breathing room. Trojans have 10 men up within 10 yards of the ball, expecting the onside kick. This is going to have to take a mad flurry from Neville to get back in this thing. Trojans have just got to do what the Trojans do. And that's continue to grind away. They have put up 42. It's 42 to 16 in this one. 11.5 to go. High kick is going to send JT back. He'll get it at the 7-yard line, maybe the 8, and just goes out of bounds. And we're going to give you that, JT. We're going to give you that for sure.
Question. If he would have fair called it, would it have come to the 20 or no? Is that
That's
not
college? Yeah,
okay,
that's not.
Okay, gotcha. Something I hadn't really thought about all year.
Tioga and Franklin Parish in a barn burner. It's 43-41 in that one late.
Come on, Indians. Any update on Menard?
Have not seen that, but they've been winning big the whole time.
I know it was 28-7
on our 35-7 in the 3rd quarter is what we have.
Big win for them. They've had a lot of injuries, a lot of key
called
players.
A penalty on the Trojans there that put them back to the 8-yard line. I didn't see what the call was. Needless to say, they're back to the 8 illegal block is what has been whistled. You don't want to give Neville any sort of life in this one.
No, you don't.
Up by 26 in this one. Snap is back there. Sellers has it. JT's got it. He's doing what he does. He gets pushed forward a little bit. JT will get 14 yards on that carry.
Yeah, Tanner just said, hey, go that way.
Right.
To forward. So,
and he comes off quickly. Got him out of a jam. Darvon comes in there now.
That gets him over 200, Doug.
Jeez Louise. Vaughn continuing to bang around. It's like, look, JT's coming out. Oh, here comes Vaughn banging on us the same way. That'll put JT over 1,700 yards. And what has he got? The one touchdown tonight? Two touchdowns tonight. Give him 26. So 1,726 on the ground for JT Lindsey. Hopping up, getting another first down. And that's what you need. So that's 2 first downs on this drive from the 8-yard line. And what it does is it runs the clock and prevents any sort of a quick momentum for Neville. Trojans we believe, will move back up into the 2 spot. They slipped a little behind Acadiana, just a couple of percentage points.
Yeah, Acadiana played last night.
Vaughn continuing to run and run big, gets 9 there. And, you think, well, what's the difference of a few percentage points or second and third? Well, it's vital when it comes to what would be a semifinal game.
Yes.
Being here instead of having to travel, and that makes a big, big difference. Trojans take a timeout. Let's take it with them. We'll be back. You're watching ASH Trojans fight for that 258 district championship, and they lead it in a big way. It's 42-16, 10:08 to go when we come back.
Hi, I'm Kimberly Harrell, Certified Residential Appraiser. I am currently a leading provider of appraisal services for mortgage lending, employee relocation, estate planning, and community property settlements. My experience in real estate over the past 13 years and currently serving as president of the Greater Central Louisiana Realtors Association has given me a clear understanding of the real estate world and the ever-changing market we live in today. For any of your valuation needs, give me, Kimberly Harrell, a call.
Was not a timeout. Max Carter shaking up for Neville in this one. Trojans another first down there from the 43-yard line. Tosses back to the near side, and Vaughn hanging around, continues to do work and is brought down just outside the out-of-bounds line. And, Nick, this an opportunity. This is a championship drive right here. A lot's been done to get them to this point, but you go up here and score a touchdown and chew up about 5 minutes. You put this one in the books, and you're district champions.
So they have not thrown a pass in the second half.
And here we are.
Yep.
Goodness.
I've got, Carson mark right there, Max mark right there. That's what I do at halftime. Neither one of them have attempted a pass.
Just came out and said, we're going to run the football. And I don't know that you'll see JT again in this one. You got to believe maybe that he's done for the evening. Handoff goes up the middle to Vaughn. And if Vaughn keeps carrying the ball the way Vaughn does, JT can take his helmet from him.
Yeah, 16th carry of the half for between him and Vaughn. Between Vaughn and JT. JT has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And Vaughn is 1, 2, 3, 4, 7. So
the backbreaker was that big 63-yard run, but Vaughn has continued to just grind away, and they can't catch him. He's just a step faster than anybody else. Give him another 8 out to the 40.
Yep.
What is Vaughn's total on the night, or do you have that? You got time between plays too. There's no more tempo in this one.
Pressure there, boss man. No pressure.
Good. First down and 10 from the 39-yard line. You want me to get it for you? Where's he at?
I got it.
Okay.
So we'll get it here soon.
Trojans taking this all the way down in 16 and 13 and 12 and 11 on the play clock. going to use just as much time. And I'm tell you what, this is the drive of the year here to grind off time. Vaughn up the middle. Vaughn continues. He gets to the 35-yard line. Give him 4 on that one.
75 total with that 4-yard carry.
75 for Vaughn. Boy, you'd love to come out here and see 2 running backs go over 100 yards in this one.
Call 4.
And one of them over 200 yards. Toss comes back to Vaughn. He cuts. Good vision from Darvon. They'll give him 2 yards on there, get him out to the 33, and it'll be 3rd down for the Trojans. Trojan fans, as the rain starts to fall that we talked about coming in overnight, I still don't think you'll see, well, you're going to see some folks make their way out of here, but they saw their Trojans take the 2024 district championship in 2-5A in undefeated fashion. They finished district at 5-0, overall 10-0, have knocked off 3 defending state champions this season, looking to make a deep run into the playoffs themselves and a possible another championship.
Lindsay with a clear.
Is that JT back in the game?
When he gets 4 for the first down.
And Vaughn will come back in for JT. Just a quick little run there. Got another update coming to you from Tioga. 51-41 Franklin Parish.
You know, that one ended up, in the high numbers last year, too.
Yeah.
So.
First down and 10 for the Trojans, 29-yard line, and a lot of standing around going on now, and that's what you'll see happen in this one. 42-16, the Trojans have been dominant throughout and have run the ball at will throughout this second half, have not thrown a pass, and that'll be a question for Coach Bachman at the end of this one.
Yeah, Doug, talking about Franklin Parish.
Yeah.
Ouachita Parish is their only defeat this year.
Goodness gracious.
They're 8-1 going into the Tioga game with a loss to Ouachita. And it was like 56-50 or something, 54-48 or something. So, and you said Ouachita Parish tonight. That should wrap them up.
They should get into the playoffs off of that. They needed to come down and beat Pineville to get into the playoffs.
So there's a good possibility that all 2-5A, if Pineville can hold.
Pineville's got to hang on to get in there. And if they do, they'll be in there as probably the 23 or 24.
Right.
But what great work by Bryant Bell and the Rebels this season.
Yes. That senior class.
They went out and fought for it. They lost a lot of seniors from a year ago.
Yeah.
And have come out and played well. The likes of Jacob Miranda and Landon Grimes and those guys that you'll see playing on Saturdays next year.
Yeah, and
Aiden Tate running the ball like he does.
He's only a sophomore, if I'm not mistaken. Quarterback was a sophomore. They lost their starting quarterback to shoulder surgery. But the one thing Coach Bell said over and over was this was his first freshman class.
Right. Snap is back. Handoff goes to Vaughn up the middle. Vaughn to the 23.
That's going to bring up a 4th.
And that'll bring up 4th down. Trojans will indeed stay out there. Of course they will.
Letzinger coming in for Jimmy.
Did I see Burford out there too? I thought I see 83 and 81 on the field.
Oh, yeah. 13 on the top, Doug, is senior Colton Wilkins.
Good to see.
He's by Fontenot.
That's right. Good to see that young man into the ball game tonight. 8-7-6. 4 minutes to go in this one. You see that on your Wallace Eye Associates scoreboard. The Trojans will take a timeout here. Let's take a break and we'll talk about it when we come back. ASH Trojans well on their way to a 5A state a district championship. Gosh dog it, a District 2 5A district championship. 42-16, 4:13 to go in this one. We'll be right back. And we're back. JL Butch Stoker Stadium is the site of an undefeated regular season for the Trojans. They will finish this off and move to 10-0 on the season. They'll hand Neville their only loss of it. 51-48 now. That Tioga Franklin Parish game is a shootout, and they're going crazy here in the press box, too.
Yeah, the Indians not giving up over there.
No, fans are on their feet. I don't think there's a person sitting down in the stands in this game. They know that their Trojans are coming out of this one victorious. 4:13 remains on the clock. Toss to the near side, and Vaughn. Vaughn's got to fight through, and he won't quite get there for the first down. He'll be stopped shy of the 20. Had to get on the other side of the 20. It's a turnover on downs. But the Trojans didn't need a touchdown in that one, Nick. They shaved off 6 minutes. 6 minutes.
Tigers.
Yeah, and you say why not go for a field goal there and because anything, so many things can happen.
If it's blocked, it's whatever it is. No, you don't need to.
Exactly
you just go in there. You used up a little more clock.
Yep.
And you just get that defense out there and celebrate what they've done.
Exactly.
This is why Bachman didn't want any video of his defense and how they were going to approach this.
Yeah, don't give them any momentum.
Snap is back. Handoff is there. Rolling through and back into the backfield with big-time pressure. Is that Spikes that got through there?
No, Hobbs got through, and then Clayton Doyle with the tackle. Good to see Clayton Doyle come through.
I saw Jay Spikes in there, too.
Yeah, he was on the end here. He held the line up, but Hobbs is the one that forced him outside.
Well, what a number of huge plays in this one. I still can't get away from that J-Lou interception. That just turned the game around. Serious contender for our cool play of the game. Play of the game, we're going to have to go back and look at that. I mean, so many candidates. Handoff is there. No, these little play action quarterback's going to keep it. He's going to go down at the 25-yard line.
Yeah, Bayon, big number 44. Bayon's there with help from Cortez.
Third down.
Yeah, Doug with the defense.
Another one of the seniors too. Kyron Heath makes his way in there too. Good to see that young man.
Good deal.
Special night here at Butch Stoker Stadium. Take this one in, and like key number 3, enjoy the moment.
Yeah,
enjoy the moment. This has been this is a special night here that folks won't forget about. Just, Nick, you're going to be down in there, but watch the scene on the field when this one is over with. Handoff up the middle will bring up 4th down. You may start making your way down there, Nick, if you want to, just to avoid what you're going to find in this one. We'll join you again. Jump in there and try to grab him for that interview as quick as you can, or Coach Merce, either one of them.
Let this defense for the Trojans.
PA announcer Ronnie Schwartz bringing the love out for this unit here. Nick is going to make his way down to the sideline where he will visit with Coach Thomas Bachman post-game, and we'll talk nearly blocking that one. I don't think they were coming after it as hard. Darius calling for the fair catch, and that will get Nick down the sideline there, and he's trying to avoid the crowd. He got tied up last couple of games and didn't get down there quick enough, but a little spring in his step after this one. Trojans have it, 1:54 to go. You got to believe that they're going to go out and take a knee and get this thing over with, head off to the playoffs with an undefeated regular season and a District 2 5A championship under their belts. What a special night and a special way. 2/3 of the season is wrapped up. We had non-district 5-0. Couple of defending state champions we beat. District comes around 5-0. Defending state championship we beat. Knock off the number 1 team in non-select. And now you're taking a knee as the Trojans are up 42-16. Winning this one in a big way. Fans around the way, don't forget, we will have the Trojan wrap-up show that will come. We'll get some commercials out of the way. We'll come back. We'll talk to Coach Bachman and a couple of the others down on the field. But what a special night it has been from JL Butch Stoker Stadium. Big thanks out to our crew that brought this to you. Roger Walker on the camera, Jason Crooks on the camera, Josh Gann over there on the scoreboard and the stats, Brett Stallsby, who is running production for us and gave you that halftime report for the Foster community. Of course, my partner up here in the booth, Nick Magnano, and I am Doug Gann, bringing you all of the Trojan action. 10 wins on the season. They'll need to win 14 to get their next prize that they're looking for. Trojans should move up at least to number 2 in the power rankings, which means all of their playoff games will be right here at Butch Stoker Stadium. Not this Thursday, but next Thursday, we'll be back out at Walk-Ons for the Thomas Bachman show. Snapped it back there, and that one bobbled around just a little bit. That'll get it under 40 seconds, and that is your ball game. We'll let the final seconds tick off of this one. The Trojans come over here and line up and get ready to go shake hands. Can I tell you, it has been a night. Quick score, 57-48 from Franklin. Franklin Parish, 57, Tioga, 48. Here it is your Trojans, 42-16. And just a tremendous night. Let me turn this back on so I can get my buddy Nick, because that no telling when that'll pop up. Brett, hit that for us again.
Kudos to all the Trojan fans tonight. Y'all guys made it happen. Thank you for showing up.
Ronnie Schwartz here on the public address is letting folks know, what a great job these fans did here tonight. And they've watched it all season long, as you have as well. We're going to go and take a quick break. When we come back, we'll visit with Coach Thomas Bachman. Let me see if I can find him before we go to break. We may need to mindlessly chatter. Oh, he's down on this end. Okay. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll visit with head coach Thomas Bachman. We'll do all of that just as quick as we can when we come back. You watch the ASH Trojans finish the regular season 10-0 and take the 2-5A.
Hi, I'm Kimberly Harrell, Certified Residential Appraiser. I am currently a leading provider of appraisal services for mortgage lending, employee relocation, estate planning, and community property settlements. My experience in real estate over the past 13 years and currently serving as president of the Greater Central Louisiana Realtors Association has given me a clear understanding of the real estate world and the ever-changing market we live in today. For any of your valuation needs, give me, Kimberly Harrell, a call.
Our mobile banking app is changing the way we bank. Things are getting easier, transactions are getting safer, and you have access 24/7. All the functionality of banking you're used to, made easier to use, anywhere, anytime, and more secure than ever. Simple, seamless, safe. Download our mobile app today.
Oh,
Yeah,
I got you loud and clear.
No, sorry. I'm going to get Coach Mert. I talked to him already as soon as they get done addressing the team.
This month, as we gather with the ones we love, let's take a moment to give thanks for the blessings in our lives. When it comes to protecting what matters most, trust those who care about your family as much as you do.
We're back down on the field now, and we've got Nick Magnano, who was down there. Nick, it's very loud, but it's very somber and solemn and wonderful down there.
Yeah, Coach Bachman's addressing the team right now. Like I said, I talked to, like I was telling you off here, I talked to Coach Murph, and we're going to get him on air before we bring Coach Bachman upstairs with us.
Absolutely.
Yeah, a lot of excitement down here.
Look, and he's telling them, I can just imagine. Can't hear what he's telling them, but it has something to do with you handled this, and now we got work to do.
We're about to pray, Doug.
We're going to hold silence here.
Doug, yeah, there was, to be honest with you, I just wanted to listen myself. I haven't listened to a first game talking to a team and a football team in a few years. So
jump in there and find Coach Bachman before he gets tied up in them other interviews. It looks like a mosh pit.
Yeah, well, he's going with the team, Doug. Take a picture.
I got you.
Well, about to take a picture by
the scoreboard.
Yeah. So, but definitely good for that.
Look, that is that's just such a special photo, and we'll Photoshop ourselves in there with headsets and all. What a night it was, Nick. Again, just it turned out to be a game that there wasn't a lot of drama in it. Trojans got a hold of it early and finished it off, and I don't know if they threw the ball in the second half, did they?
They did not, Doug. They had 29 carries, 207 yards for Jason Lindsay. So,
goodness gracious, couple of touchdowns, puts him at 17, 14 or so, somewhere around there. 26 touchdowns, and what a picture that is. Look, they'd have run folks out of here if they'd have turned that scoreboard off before they got that picture.
Yeah.
Trojans are your District 2-5A champions. Had to have an undefeated season to do that. And, Nick, we got to believe this will jump them up into second place over Acadiana, who had played last night, is why they moved ahead. And now you'll sit and wait to see who you play in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, Doug. Like you said, we'll have a week off for sure. I'm gonna try to get Coach Bachman to come over here to his wife, and I'll tell you what, Doug, if you don't mind, let's go ahead and get Coach Mercer on, because there's already stuff like he's got Coach Bachman.
Let's get him. We're gonna go now and find Nick Magnano, who is down with Coach Josh Mercer. He's trying to work his way over there and visit with him.
Can you hear me, Doug?
Yes, you were trying to FaceTime me, though, but I got you now.
Yeah, it was just my ear. So, like I said, I'm looking for Coach Mercer.
Where are you?
This is where I'm right under the field goal post. I mean, directly under the field goal post.
I see you holding up here. Yep, I see you holding that up.
And that's why I bring it.
Only I can see you because I'm elevated. I don't know if anybody on the field can see you.
Yeah. Let's see if I can. Like I said, he's usually around, kind of, not by himself, but
he's way over here at the 19-yard line. You're going to have to go up the middle of that. I've got eyes on him. He's turning around and looking. He's at the 20-yard line, Nick, on the near hash.
Yeah, they're embraced by the Bachman here for the district championship. And so yeah, I'm gonna go find Coach Merce now.
He's standing at the 20-yard line by a young man in a blue jacket.
Okay.
Now he's at the 18. He's to the 17.
I'm to the 2. I'm to the 3. I'm to the 5.
All right, he's about the hash. Looking a little like JT. He cut to the middle. He's right in the middle of the field, about the 10-yard line now.
Okay, well, watching him. So All right, Doug, you see my clipboard?
Yep. You're almost to him. You got to catch him from behind.
Well, he's having an embrace with Xavier. So
jump in there and get in that picture.
All right, here we go. Here we go, Coach.
Coach,
hey, Doug, you hear me?
Yes, I got you.
So, Coach, 15 points. Yes, sir. 15 points. Great defensive effort. Talk to more. I thought the approach we had with the kids, they did an incredible job this week. In prep, I thought the coaches, Coach Russo and Coach OJ, Coach Barthon and Coach Bond, did an incredible job of grinding the film this week. We kind of saw the things they like to do. And the great part about it, we didn't have to do anything special. We weren't going to tweak and have the game plan really change the scheme. We just lined up and do what we do, play within our base front. I thought the kids had executed the game plan extremely well. They hit some stuff early on. We had to make some adjustments at halftime, and I thought the kids were bought into it. We're able to go make some adjustments. Couple balls here and there. Always, we kept preaching to them. As long as we don't give up a big shot here, they're not going to get back in it, especially with our offense rolling the way they were. Extremely proud of these kids and these coaches, man. It's a proud moment for me as alumni. Just couldn't be more proud of the group of this journey, right? This is just a little stepping stone, but it's a nice thing. Yeah, we were talking up top. This is week 2, a little extra to it, but mainly just week 10. That's it. It's week 10, man. It's nice to cap it off that way. What's going on, Doug?
All right, Coach, you're not going to get away from me. There's my man. Look, tell me about the work of senior Jaden Lewis tonight. He probably had one of the best interceptions that I've seen that really changed the aspect of this game.
Play. I think he's played the past 2 games. He played his best 2 games. Done an incredible job in practice. Just continue to hone his craft. Man, couldn't be more proud of him and the things he's done for us. But a huge play, swing the momentum. He's unfazed. He's all over it. Ball gets tipped. He's contesting it. And then he has the athleticism and the ability to track the football. And then he'll get a pick for us there. Just a huge play by him. But I thought all the guys, defensive back there, made him consistently earn it. The big shot they had early on, too. The Plymouth kid has to make an incredible diving catch. Dave's right there on his hip. That's the one with some guys. They're going to have to make some incredible catches, but can they do it consistently? Can they do it all night long? We're going to make people have to defend a whole bunch of possessions. Are they going to be willing to go to that extreme dark place on possession 10, 11, 12 when they're not used to it? So, again, extremely proud of the kids and the prep, but we got to continue to get after it because there's a bunch of wars coming for us.
One last question for you, and we'll let you get back with your family, too. You talked with Nick a little bit earlier about all of the film and all the tape that you guys have watched on there. It looked like several of those plays that were made in the backfield that they absolutely knew what was coming from that film.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it goes back to, those guys do a good job, but they do what they do and they try to execute at a high level, which can also hurt you. And the fact that your kids can expect it. Now they're going to execute here and there, and they're going to pop loose. They're a good football team, but I think what we do defensively just helps you a little bit in that regard. So again, hats off to the kids and hats off to these coaches. Did a great job of preparing their group for what they were going to see. I thought the scout team we had did a great look as far as what we were going to see, and it was no change whenever we got out there on the football field. They knew exactly what to expect. Another big thing that we preached all week was not jumping off sides. I don't think we had any pre-snap penalties, and that's something they did like 4 or 5 of in ball games. So that was one of our goals. Hey guys, we're not going to jump off sides, and credit to the coaches again and what we did in practice. Kids didn't jump off sides. That was huge for us, not giving the easy 5.
Phenomenal game tonight, Coach. You guys held them to 16 points on this one. It was great. Key to the game, don't let anybody film your practices, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'll snatch them up anytime.
Coach Josh Mercer and that defense did a number tonight. Thanks, Coach.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Doug. Appreciate it. Hey, congratulations, Coach. Man.
Nick, just good work down there. I don't know if you get a chance to see JT down there as well before you get to Coach Bachman.
Okay, let me see if I can find him. So,
he'll be where there's some cameras are. You can believe that.
Well, I'm not looking for him. I'm looking for Miss Kendra.
That's exactly right.
Well,
what a big night for JT. Heading down to Baton Rouge tomorrow to see LSU and Alabama in that one. He'll be down there and posted that. We saw that earlier. Trying to see if I can find him. Don't, boy, it's difficult in there.
Yeah, and crowd is definitely here, Doug.
Oh, there's no doubt about that at all. And if you see Coach Bachman there, we'll get him before he makes his way up. I know that just look for the throng of cameras and you'll see him. What a night it was. The Alexandria Trojans finished 10-0 and will be the undefeated 2-5A district champions of the season. We're still working on some post-game interviews and see what we've got.
Doug, it looks like Coach Bachman's coming up. Looks like he's coming up there without me.
Let's see. I'm gonna have to get him. We'll have a microphone for. We'll have him set up. We're gonna get the lights on up here, and that's actually pretty funny. If you I see you.
I'm heading that way.
That's Coach Bachman. Yeah, we see him. We'll get the camera swung around. Let's take a quick 30-second commercial so we can get to the camera here. Nick, I'm gonna turn the phone off on you. Brett, let's get a quick spot in here real quick, and then we'll get ready for Coach Bachman.
Yeah, so what happened out there tonight?
We struck out at home with leftovers, then we remembered walk-ons.
What effect did the situation have?
Spirit soared. Nick took on a burger. Jen obliterated her ribeye po' boy. And speaking of spirits, Laura even scored a real tasty cocktail. She needed that.
Any lessons learned today?
Yeah. Head straight to walk-ons.
Scratch-made dishes, wall-to-wall TVs, craft beers, and cocktails. Walk-ons for the win.
This month, as we gather with the ones we love, let's take a moment to give thanks for the blessings in our lives. When it comes to protecting what matters most, trust those who care about your family as much as you do.
I'm Jason Hawk, your local Farm Bureau insurance agent. I'm here to help you protect what you hold dear.
Whether auto, home, or life, have peace of mind knowing that your family is covered today, tomorrow, and for years to come. So talk to Hawk at 318-791-HAWK or online at talktohawk.com and let us help you protect what matters most.
And we are back. It is time for the Trojan wrap-up show. And Coach, 10-0 on the season, 5-0, of course, in district play, 2-5A district championship. The goal was there. The picture was phenomenal at the end of it. Take me through a little of that game.
Yeah. Picture, you want something to these kids to be able to, when it's all said and done, hopefully you can add some more things to it. But
Right.
hey, man, you get to go hang that and tell your kids and your grandkids and all that about, that's a really big accomplishment for these kids. As far as the game goes, the 14-0 lead was really good. And, boy, we went for the knockout. I say the knockout. We went to try and really grab control of it with a shot play there when we were up 14-0 and really had an opportunity, got pushed out. I hadn't had a chance to see it, so we gave up a little inside pressure.
Look, that interception that the kid makes back that way, that was just a talented one.
Line.
Yeah, down there too. That was
it the way, I guess hindsight's 20/20 and you throw it for a touchdown. It's like, oh, great. But like dadgum, give the ball to number 6 down there because we had a chance to really grab control of it there too. Now, with that said,
J. Lou
turns around and has one of the best, best interceptions.
That was big time. That was big time. When we get the ball, we got one timeout. We're going to give 6 a chance,
right.
And then we get the face mask, so on top of the first down run, we get the face mask, and now we're in plus territory. We took a shot there and there to Darius, and, the play that Jimmy makes to get down to the 4-yard line was really, really good. And then I didn't manage, the play clock started on me, I didn't know. Anyway, that whole sequence kind of frustrates me. We got to clean that up. Because we had to use a timeout.
Right.
What that does is now runs are off the table.
Yeah.
You're limiting what you can call, but we thought we had 2 shots at it. With 6 seconds, you got to call something quick. 6 seconds is really on the line.
That's correct.
You don't want to walk out of there with no points. And the kids made a play. It was a nice throw and catch.
We talked about it too. Would you rather save that timeout, not do it, and take it? You can't do that. So you call the timeout and you call the best play that's available.
Yeah, no
and
doubt.
What a touchdown it was.
We were trying to get to that one, with Tanner. Knew at the very least that more than likely they're going to be playing zero coverage there,
right.
And if you hope you get him free, but at the very least it's just going to be like a fade ball to him. And
look, that's been good. I know.
That's my dad.
It's good.
That's my dad.
Tell him to come up. Yeah, tell him come on. Bring his towel. And so, because he's got it. Tell him come up in here. That's fine.
Hey, Dad, I'm in the press box. I'll call you in. I'm coming down. I'm up in the press box. He hung up on me.
So
live TV.
Look, that's the family atmosphere that is out here. We've seen much of that.
That's about a third of what it was 15, 20 minutes ago. And,
yeah.
I was telling Nick, it could, I could get emotional if I really, that's all you want to create.
Yeah.
That's all you want to create is, a belief. The stands were full. Like there was an anticipation in the air of, hey, we got a shot at this thing.
That's right.
And then our kids went out and delivered the way that they did. It just couldn't be. I'm very, very proud of the way they worked.
Look, second half is, it's easy to talk about JT and the work that he did in the second half. But the work of Von Darbon in the second half, doesn't take. He's busting off 8-9-yard gains and finishes right at 100 yards rushing again.
We've all known that.
Yes.
I'm happy that on senior night, he was able, that run there whenever we.
That was just huge to cap it off. Yeah.
Kind of grab control of it completely there. Like, all right, they're in, I don't know, complete desperation mode, but like they got to go make something happen quick if they're going to get back into it. Took a lot of time off the clock, and to finish it with that touchdown run out of Bond was really impressive.
Yeah.
So we always say stats unofficial,
Mm-hmm.
but by my count, you did not have one pass attempt in the second half. I don't know if you. I may be wrong, but I'm almost positive.
We'll take that.
You did not have one. I think you ran the ball. I think 21 times. So
I'll take
that's
it.
19. That's 1980s, 1990 football, Coach. But you guys just took the clock down.
Feel like we have the ability to do both.
Yeah.
And certainly, in the second half, you got to be able to do that to win these ball games. Limit possessions. Don't extend the game by creating more possessions. And so, no, very proud. And the O-line. The tight ends deserve a lot of credit. So, I know y'all say their name, but they don't get their name said like these skill kids.
We tried to get a touchdown to Grayson Thibodeau too down here. We were calling what plays we were running.
Yeah. Anyway,
let's talk.
No doubt. Aiden Price,
yeah,
Kobe Morris Sr., Caleb Pearl Sr., Connor Reed Sr., Peter Lofton, sophomore, really, really good one. You got Tanner, who does a lot of the, he's just an extension. Tanner Townsend, Bryce Letzinger has really come along this year, really, really good. And then obviously Grayson Thibodeau playing both ways. Those guys, we tell them all the time, y'all are the ones that make it go.
Good quarterback play again out of Sellers and Gassett. When Gassett came in, he did his thing too.
We were at halftime, I think Carson was 8 of 11. Max was 3 of 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, it's efficient, good precision work. And not that you care in the slightest about this. I know that. But it answered a lot of critics that are around the state that have been watching it say, oh, wait a minute, we'll see what they do against Neville. We'll see what that high-powered offense can do.
Yeah,
and it did it.
There's always going to be people that, that's fine. If you need that for motivation, go ahead. We're going to have a bye. You know, people say there's all kinds of craziness going on with all this. They'll get it sorted out. We're going to play football.
That's correct.
You
Yeah.
know, so
And it won't be for 2 weeks because there'll be a bye in the first round.
They're going to get it sorted out. We're going to play football. And, you know, I don't even know all the details of it, you know. But we need to enjoy this.
That's right.
We need to remember what got us here.
Right.
And come Monday morning, for us coaches, come tonight and tomorrow morning, but come Monday morning, like, it's time to put all this behind us. It's time to go to work because, you know, there's a good football team going to roll it in here 2 weeks from today.
Yep. That's won a playoff game.
Correct. We're going to have to be ready to go regardless, you know, whatever that is.
What do you prepare for in your week not knowing who you're going to play?
We'll figure out who the two are and begin to look at.
Right.
You know, we're not going to waste the week as far as with the kids. You know, it's an opportunity to go back and continue to sharpen up on the fundamentals. You know, there'll be. You've seen some of the drills.
Absolutely. Yes, I have. You know, and they pay off in this too.
There'll certainly be some of those drills, you know, coming, and you know, we'll certainly be smart with our players.
Right.
If you don't continue to sharpen your sword, like, you know, this is not the end. This is
2/3 through.
Yeah.
That's all you are.
We talked to Coach Mercer after, you know, before we came up, and Doug, correct me if I'm wrong. I don't think we've mentioned his name to you, but Jaden Lewis tonight.
Phenomenal.
I know that we talked about the interception, but he tackled. He was everywhere.
Tackled.
Senior night.
No,
so
you love it, and very proud of him. Yes, some huge plays. Look, I thought, you know, that post catch that 2 makes is phenomenal, and you know that was their first score, and then the
one where he does,
you know, penalties.
The bobble and the one that Campbell catches here. Yeah.
So I'm extremely proud of that group and the effort and the toughness.
Yeah.
And the buy-in that group and the chip on the shoulder that they had going into this thing. I think they answered the bell tonight.
They did it, head coach.
To do it again.
It's going to be a lot of fun. We will not be at walk-ons this Thursday night because the Trojans have a bye. We'll be back there next Thursday night. And I'll caution you, get there early. We had the crowd there around 5:45, 6 o'clock this past Thursday night, and it was just a full house. A big thank you to all of those. Coach, congratulations to you and your staff and everything that you guys do. It was a tremendous regular season, 5-0 in the non-district, 5-0 in district champs, and it's just, man, go home and enjoy this one. This one's going to be a lot of fun. What time will you make it home now? Will you get home early tonight? No, I know. Early in the morning.
It'll be a normal. I'm fixing to go in there, and we're going to sit around and we'll have it up on the screen and talking and just enjoying each other's company.
Surprised we don't have updates already about Huddle Film being uploaded. Guys, that's going to wrap it up. Certainly a big shout out to the crew that made things happen. Roger Walker on camera, Jason Crooks on camera for us, Josh Gann that was up here. Big shout out to Coach Joe Morrow that stood in here, and it was part of that original football team that was here.
Wow.
Was flipping the coin and was up here with us for the first half, and he said that first half was due in part to him as well, so we said we'll take it. So big thanks to him, Brett Stallsby for the production. My man Nick Magnano here, head coach Thomas Bachman. As always, thank you for this, guys. I am Doug Gann, and remember, if get out to walk-ons 2 weeks from now on Thursday night, it's going to be a special one. God bless you all and good night.